Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
.30 Thursday morning, November 20, 2025. Onokwafo Nyame, faithful God, will serve you for the rest of our lives. When we are with you, no weapon of the enemy fashioned against us shall prosper, and so we will remain in the shadows of the Almighty, because there is protection, there is safety. Oh yeah. Welcome to a brand new morning. My name is Caleb Kuda. This is the Citi Breakfast Show on 97.3. Thank you for welcoming us into your homes, your vehicles, into your life. Thank you for making us a good habit. We bring you value, great education, as we always keep the nation first. We'd like to start off with what we call business sense, some short thoughts to kickstart your day. Question for you is, what do you do when nothing is happening? Things are slow, nothing is happening, it's boring. You start looking over your shoulders, compare yourself to what others are doing, and you begin to panic. Oh, things are slow, things are happening elsewhere. What do you do when things are boring? This morning, business sense for you. I want to share with you one thing that peak performers do. They fall in love with boring routines. So fall in love with boring routines. Now, what do I mean? Peak performers understand that excellence isn't glamorous. It is disciplined repetition. So they trust the process even when it feels dull. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. A few simple disciplines practiced every day. This is Jim John. So the tip for you is stick to your rituals. Stick to waking up early, taking your walks, eating early, sleeping well, doing your exercises, the very little things. If it's reading a chapter a day, writing a song a day, singing a day, whatever you do, stick to your rituals and track your habits, not your moods. Track your habits. The good ones you're trying to encourage and the bad ones you're trying to quit. Track those habits. Don't let your moods influence your lifestyle. And then repeat what works for you, because different things work for different people. So fall in love with those boring routines. Long hours behind your books, long interviews, so much research. Just keep to those boring routines, because peak performances are not necessarily glamorous. They come from disciplined repetitions. Business Sense is brought to you by Stanbic Bank. While some see challenges, we see opportunities. Others spot risk, we unlock value. At Stanbic Corporate and Investment Banking, we partner with businesses driving Ghana and Africa's growth. From energy to mining, infrastructure to trade, we finance the ideas and enterprises that empower economies. Our partnerships with market leaders in the energy, trade, and mining sectors prove that when ambition meets expertise, growth is inevitable. So call us 0302-815-789. Speak to our team. Visit stanbicbank.com.gh. Get started. Stanbic Corporate and Investment Banking, driving growth, creating sustainable impact. It's an interactive show, so join us 0549-986-996. Welcome aboard.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is Citi 97.3.
Good morning to Nina Efedi Okrafo. You're doing the listening. All right. I'll bring you the news review shortly. It's back. Fidelity Bank Sika Boom Reloaded. When you save 500 Ghana cedis or more, you stand a chance to win up to 100,000 Ghana cedis in grand draw. Every 500 Ghana cedi deposit gives you more chances to win 5,000 Ghana cedis monthly. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch or agent point, deposit in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis and win big. If you don't have an account, open one today. Fidelity Bank is here for your journey. Sika Boom style. Promo is on the NLA's Caritas platform. It's 3556. Francisca Kakaforsen, Richard De La Sky. I'm trying to say good morning in Spanish, so I don't have to say the muy estoy bien today. But I've forgotten how to start it. Good morning, Francisca.
Good morning, good morning.
Yeah, estoy bien in advance, you know.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias, that's one. Muy estoy bien. Et tú, Francisca? You know?
Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien.
Bien.
Ah, está bien. You're a star. D'accord. Très bien. Très bien. Oh, man, it's a Thursday morning.
Hey, Charlie.
We love Thursdays, you know.
Yeah.
Come on. Let me the whole story.
So we did a system beside.
Put you like that. They are debating the budget.
Allah,
But we are not feeling the money.
Why me I did my corner bar? I know they deal with no matter budget matter, Charlie. Anyway, let's take off this morning. The Ghanaian Times says 2026 year of infrastructure development. That is the president making a declaration. He's seen here in a warm handshake with the president, Dasibre Kweku Boateng. Also, the front page this morning, President pledges Ghana's support to host World Assemblies of God Congress next year. You know, that is his church, isn't it? And then also 38 property owners in Sunyani face legal action. More stories in the Ghanaian Times this morning.
I'll bring you now the Daily Guide and front page stories. 2 presidential jets copters to cost 13.1 billion Ghana cedis. That's according to Abu Jinapo. Also, 3 illegal miners die in a gold concession. ECOWAS court to hear Tokono's removal case. Also on the front page of the Daily Guide, RNAKO Foundation expands food bank to Cape Coast and Tamale. And the AG says we are working to extradite ex-Maslock boss Sedina Tamaklo.
The Chronicle says Mahama to buy 2 presidential jets and 4 choppers at a mind-blowing $1.1 billion US dollars. Again, quoting Samuel Abujinapo. You see, there are problems with the publication in issue, and the headlines are sort of misleading because you need to look at the components of what the government says is doing, including what they are buying offshore and related matters. Again, when the matter happened in Parliament yesterday, there was a huge debate over it. Eventually, the speaker presiding, directed that the claims as made should be expunged from the records. As I understand parliamentary practice and procedure, when that happens, it is taking that record does not exist at all. Somehow, the media houses are still running away with it, and that is
it the politicians doing that, or is the media houses running with it, or both of them?
It is like insulting someone in Parliament.
Okay.
Parliament directs, retract it, expunge it.
Yeah.
It is taken not to have happened
At all.
Somehow we are running.
It exists,
Yes.
so it's not information to publish.
Anyway, extraditing Sedina Tamaklo is out of my control. That's according to the Attorney General.
Okay, I'll take you to the Daily Democrat and their front page stories. ECOWAS court knocks down Tokono, dismisses bid to halt removal process. But I thought that the Daily Guide reported that the court is going to hear it. Other stories on the front page of the Daily Democrat. Government declares 6-week gun amnesty. Ahmed Ibrahim calls for toilet in every home. Also, Jospong Group and UN University seal Green Deal at COP30. In Zima East MCE MP assure teachers of accommodation support. And the Shanti Regional Minister demands apology from Aluta FM over alleged defamatory radio comments.
Let me take you finally to the Vanguard newspaper. The big story says Lumba's funeral sold for 4 billion Ghana cedis. East Legon Executive Baron grabs offer. Hey, really? Also on the front page, Kevin Autry to be released soon from Dubai. This matter is still traveling.
Yeah.
And Tokonu crash it at Echo's court.
Yeah.
Some other stories in newspaper this morning.
Yes.
The New Republic is reporting SML drags OSP to Shraj, says investigation is a mafia hashed job for shadow godfathers. Also, SOS from Energy Ministry workers, quote, stop secondment abuses and restore meritocracy. And Baumia's budget hits squad strikes, prepares secret dossier to dispel Ato Forson's surge. They also have the Tokono story. Tokono faces setback as ECOWAS court dismisses bid for interim relief, and NAPO diagnosed 2020 defeat, says broken trust and insensitivity behind MPP's fall.
Right, so let me take you online now. The Ofosia Yoruba Member of Parliament is here. He is speaking to the budget. He says revenue shortfalls forcing massive cuts in government expenditure. So it's revenue shortfall and not fiscal prudence. He's arguing now 2026 budget unrealistic, cannot provide growth and jobs. Adam here. Importers and exporters call for full investigation into alleged $31 billion phantom imports, and Africa's emancipation incomplete without shared prosperity. This is my Lord Paul Boateng. He was on Point of View last night with Bernard Avle. Oforiatta no longer on Interpol red notices, is Frank Davis insisting. And then, of course, Africa's future not in Washington or Beijing. This is Lord Boateng once again. 24-hour economy, big push will deliver lasting skills for the youth, Zabila MP saying. And we're told one NIMOS officer has died in a road crash in Obuasi. Very sad story there. Rice glut forces sharp drop in milling output at Edriso in the Ashanti region. CityNewsroom.com. Restore road tolls, embrace PPPs, and also to fund Accra Kumasi Express Road. This is Professor Peter Korte to the government. And the Ghana Armed Forces recruitment exercise resumes today. Numbers capped at 1,200 daily. 2026 budget. ISEF flags weak growth outlook, major structural risks. Blackwater Defense skipping Parliament on US deportee MOU. Get fund reliance on free SHS could cripple tertiary infrastructure. This is EduWatch warning. And in Nigerian Ghana, we are told suspect in firefighter stabbing case has been remanded. If you go to the High Street Journal, revised lithium deal comes under heavy scrutiny as new analysis says deal still profitable at 10% rate. Import dependency and rising prices. Why everyday goods keep getting more expensive in Ghana? We'll get into that shortly. If you go to my journal online very quickly before I come into the studio for details, he should have resigned by now. Martin Kwebu demands special prosecutor Ajabing's head. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the details.
So let's take off this morning. Yesterday there was a ruling that was done by the ECOWAS court. And it's been misrepresented in a number of ways, but the Chronicle has a fairly balanced view of what exactly happened. So you want to take what you have there? Or,
No,
okay. The Chronicle says, it's a story by Benis Besse, and it says the Community Court of Justice of the Economic Community of West African States, you find that story on page 2 of the Chronicle, has delivered a split ruling in the human rights case filed by former Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Esabasaki Tokonu, dismissing both her application for provisional measures and the government of Ghana's challenge to the court's jurisdiction. Now, in a decision delivered during a virtual sitting on Wednesday, the court held that while Justice Tokonu has established a prima facie case or claim of human rights violations worthy of adjudication before the court, she failed to demonstrate the urgency required for the court to suspend her ongoing removal proceedings, which have since terminated. Now, represented by Deputy Attorney General Dr. Justice Remsai, Ghana argued that the ECOWAS court lacked jurisdiction because the issues raised concern the interpretation of Ghana's 1992 constitution, a rule reserved exclusively for the Supreme Court of Ghana. Now, the state further invoked the sub judice rule, arguing that similar matters were already before Ghanaian courts. However, the ECOWAS court dismissed all preliminary objections as misplaced, holding that the application before it is not a constitutional interpretation request, but an allegation of human rights violations over which the court has clear jurisdiction. Now, the court in here says the petition alleges violations of fundamental human rights. As such, the court is competent to hear the matter, the panel ruled, adding that Ghana's reliance on the sub judice rule was wrongly invoked.
Right.
Now, Justice Tokonu, as we do know, had filed processes there, asking that her removal was wrong. Her suspension as of that time was wrongly done, and that her rights had been violated under community law and also domestic provisions.
Right.
The Attorney General took the view that the matter should not be there in the first place because
It lacked jurisdiction.
Exactly, which is to say that they don't have the authority to look into the matter,
The
particularly
court
when
decided,
local courts were dealing with those matters. The court said,
Disagree.
first of all, we disagree with your submission that we don't have jurisdiction to deal with this matter.
Yeah.
So you have to file your responses to the substantive matters within 30 days.
Correct.
Now, secondly, they held that Justice Tokonu's application for interim measures, which would basically mean that, okay, freeze all matters until after the matter is determined. We are not dealing with it.
Yeah.
It is not meritorious because she herself failed to act in good time to compel us to decide the matter in her favor. So those are the matters.
But
Nobody
the case
should
still
mislead you.
continues.
Yeah, the case continues. Substantive case continues.
Very well. Thanks for that
So
clarity.
I just got the Daily Graphic, and that story is also captured on their front page. Another story: VAT reform takes effect January. GRA boss bill before Parliament. So that's according to the GRA boss. I'll bring you details of that story, written by Elizabeth Nyadu Edu, and it reads: the full implementation of the value-added tax (VAT) reforms proposed in the 2026 budget is expected to begin on January 1 next year. The acting Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Anthony Kwesi Sapon, has disclosed. He said the bill, which was currently before Parliament, was on track for approval. Quote, the VAT reform is currently before Parliament, and we are hoping and expecting that we will get parliamentary approval before the Christmas season. We also hope that the President will be able to assent to it soon after, he stated. Speaking at the 2026 PwC Post-Budget Forum in Accra yesterday, Mr. Sapong said the timelines remain tight but achievable, adding that the indications pointed to the reforms taking effect before the end of the year.
Okay, let's take you to law-related matters again. If you go to page 3 of the Ghanaian Times, there's a story there that says 38 property owners in Sunyani face legal action. Daniel Jirasa reporting from Sunyani says 38 property owners in the Sunyani municipality are facing punitive action, including court trials for violating provisions of the Rent Act. Now, amongst those cited are 8 landlords who rented out premises as hostels without registering the facilities with the Rent Control Department. Deputy Regional Rent Control Officer Kennedy Ajay told the Ghanaian Times yesterday that the landlords' actions contravene the Rent Act, making them liable for prosecution. Now, he added that the hostels did not meet the required standards, describing the landlords' conduct as criminal and reprehensible. So if you know that you are also renting out your premises to students and doing other things without registering the same with the Rent Control Department, please take notice.
And in the Central Region also, we are told over 100 hotels risk closure over unpaid tourism levy. That's on channel1newsonline.com, so you can grab that for some more details. But Iyoko has filed fresh motion seeking stricter bail terms for former Bost MD, Economic and Organized Crime Office. Iyoko has returned to the High Court for a fresh application seeking tougher bail conditions for former Bost Managing Director Edwin Provençal, just days after his legal team secured a reduction of his bail from 60 to 30 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties. Provençal was arrested last Monday at the Kotoka International Airport while attempting to travel to Mozambique and is under investigation for allegedly causing financial loss to the state. Iyoko initially admitted him to an administrative bail of 60 million Ghana cedis, but his lawyers unsuccessfully applied for a variation, leading to the High Court to reduce the amount to 30. But we are told that Iyoko is back in court seeking to revise that particular bail term. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Let's go to page 6 and 7 and 11 of the Daily Guide newspaper and bring you 2 stories on Galamsey. 3 illegal miners die in Heath Goldfields concession. Story by Emmanuel Opoku in Takrady, and he reports 3 illegal miners have been reported dead in the Prestia concession of Heath Goldfields. Preliminary reports indicate that the individuals who used unauthorized routes to access the restricted area of the mine got trapped, leading to the tragic loss of their lives. Updating the public and industry stakeholders in a statement issued by the management of the company Heath Goldfields, they extended their heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families and the entire Prestia community. The company is said to be cooperating fully with the relevant authorities, including the Ghana Police Service, the Minerals Commission, and the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, to support ongoing investigations and recovery efforts. Now, the other story, which is headlined, Don't Plant Edible Crops on Galamsey Lands. This is a story written by David Efum in Kumasi. And he reports that the founder of HEPA Plus, Dr. Ebenezer Ajiman, has warned against the cultivation of edible crops on reclaimed illegal mining lands, cautioning that such soils remain unsafe due to long-lasting heavy metal contamination. Now, Dr. Ajiman explained that even after reclamation and soil treatment, harmful elements such as lead, cadmium, arsenic compounds, and mercury may still be present, posing severe health risk to the public. He said, and I quote, "With all due respect, if we want to plant anything on reclaimed lands, it should not be edible crops. The soil may appear fertile, but it is often contaminated with heavy metals that can migrate into our food chain." Citing research conducted by Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research at a legal mining site in Damang in the Western region, Dr. Ajiman noted that traces of toxic metals were found in plants grown on treated reclaimed land even after 15 years of recovery efforts.
That's serious. Now, we understand that a NIMOS officer has died in Obuasi Road crash. Stories on channel1newsonline.com bring you that quickly. A member of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, NIMOS, has died after the team's vehicle was involved in a serious accident or crash on Wednesday. 4 other military officers were badly injured and are receiving treatment at the Anglo-Gold Obuasi Hospital after being stabilized earlier at the Obuasi Government Hospital. The officers were returning from an operation at a mining concession in Anyantrem when the accident happened. Now, the concession has recently become a hotspot after illegal miners took over the site, leading to tension in the area. Eyewitnesses say the team's vehicle somersaulted on the stretch between the Anyantrem community and Airport Road. The cause of the crash is not yet known, but local authorities are gathering information. The disputed concession belongs to Mining and Construction Services Limited. However, some illegal miners have claimed the land. They have claimed the land was given to them by the NDC when it was in government. I know. When was it?
It's such a shame that people continue to die over this, reckless misuse of our lands, and we are not seeing the kind of robust action the state should lead to ensure that people pay every penny for what they are doing. It's just annoying. Let me take you to a story related to the president, who is quoted on the center spread of the Ghanaian Times as saying that this year is the year of infrastructural development. Now, Julius Diao-Pechechi, my good friend, reports that President John Dramani Mahama has given the indication that next year, is it next year? 2026, yes. We are in 2025, yes, next year. Would be action-packed with infrastructural development. There's a quote here that says, our main aim for this 2026 is to stabilize the economy. Because of that, all our effort, it's actually our aim for this year, which is 2025, is to stabilize the economy. Because of that, all our effort was to that effect. Yeah. And by the grace of God, things are getting better from what we have inherited. Okay. So some of the things we said we would do when we came round to campaign would come into full force from next year. Okay. The president stated in
Sky, Rice glut forces sharp drop in milling output at Edriso. Fatih Aminu Ibrahim is reporting from the Ashanti region that rice millers in Edriso in the Ashanti region have raised concern over a sharp decline in business, attributing the slowdown to an oversupply of locally produced rice in the market. They report a marked drop in daily production as demand for local rice continues to wane, and are urging the government to accelerate efforts to purchase excess stock from farmers, warning that the situation is taking a serious toll on livelihoods. Musa Haruna, a rice miller in Edriso, revealed that for the first time in more than 10 years of farming, he is unable to mill his produce. He explained that paddy rice harvested since last year remains unsold, leaving him under immense financial pressure. We really want to urge the government that we've had a lot of conversations. We've highlighted these issues over and over. We've spoken to the Greek minister. He's spoken very eloquently, but every day we keep getting more of these, so we'll keep reminding them they should do the work.
Still related to the subject of food, our Greek minister inspects Ho Stadium ahead of 41st National Farmers' Day celebration, which some farmers say they will boycott. Now, the story reads that the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Honorable Eric Opoku, has undertaken an inspection or tour of the Ho Stadium, the designated venue for the 41st National Farmers' Day celebration, scheduled for 5th December 2024 in the Volta Regional Capital. The minister was accompanied by the Volta Regional Minister, Honorable James Gunu, as well as senior officials from the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. The visit formed part of government's preparations to ensure the successful hosting of the national event, which celebrates Ghana's hard-working farmers and fishers. And in celebrating the farmers and fishers, I hope that their plight, as Caleb has mentioned, will be heard and addressed with immediacy.
Okay, the Chronicle has an interesting editorial, beautiful one. Government, faith-based organizations, partnership to complete Agenda 11 hospitals is laudable. You know, the president has announced that there are plans to work with faith-based organizations to help complete the Agenda 111 hospital. That's a good one, especially when we talk about access to health in the country. And the Chronicle is lauding that, says the president's assessment shows a willingness to adapt strategy to reality, and that humility is the hallmark of responsible governance. What now matters is rigorous implementation, transparent assessments, binding safeguards for access and affordability, and uncompromising oversight. Done right, this partnership can turn stalled construction sites into life-saving institutions and finally deliver the promise of expanded healthcare.
Two quick stories, Sky and Francisca. State races to rescue Kevin Ottray Springfield with $800 million bailout. That's on the Herald newspaper this morning. For years, Kevin Ottray, founder of Springfield Exploration and Production, has been known in private circles for boasting about the extent of his influence across Ghana's political spectrum. Today, that assertion appears less like empty bravado and more like a defining feature of the country's troubled upstream petroleum governance. So basically the headline says the state is racing to rescue Kevin Ottray Springfield with $800 million bailout. Now, import dependency and rising prices. Why everyday goods keep getting more expensive in Ghana? So Ghana's heavy reliance on imports, high logistic costs, and global prices shocks drive up prices of consumer goods, pressuring households despite currency stability and prompting local production initiatives. Story by Makida El Hussein on the High Street Journal. Even as the Ghana city shows signs of relative stability in 2025, the prices of imported goods continue to rise, putting pressure on households and businesses alike. Now, from rice to milk to toiletries, electronics, household appliances, consumers are reporting higher costs despite the central bank's efforts to stabilize the city. Now, the CD experts are pointing to Ghana's heavy reliance on imports, high logistics costs, and supply chain inefficiencies as key factors behind the persistent price increases.
There's an urgent story on page 20 of the Daily Graphic newspaper on gender, and its headline, well, it's an article, Small Bellies, Big Profits, the hidden cost of commercial baby food in Ghana. It's written in relation to World Children's Day, and I just want to read one paragraph of this article, and it says, these brightly colored tins and sachets promise to nourish their future, referring to the babies or the children. But behind the shiny packaging lie the troubling reality that many are loaded with sugar and salt and are mainly cereal-based, offering an undiversified diet with little more than empty calories to fuel the growing bodies and brains of Ghanaian children. It's a very interesting article. It's on page 20, titled Small Bellies, Big Profits. And let me even, the writer poses a question. She asks, as more families rely on commercial complementary foods, are we unknowingly trading our children's nutrition for convenience and profit?
The mothers should be responsible. The fathers should also insist on the right thing being done. Before we go, let me just congratulate my good friend Ina Mariam Party, who is to be called to the bar of England and Wales. Very few people in,
congratulations, Ina Mariam.
We celebrate her for,
Congratulations.
she's to be called to, yes.
Yes, another good friend worth celebrating, the UG Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Gordon Awandare. He has received an international medal from the American Society of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene for his outstanding work.
Congratulations to Prof.
Fidelity Bank say save and win. Muntio. Sika boom. Just deposit and begin. Every 500 CDs you keep for a month, you get 1 point all at once. More deposits, gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel with. How many points? 1 point every 500 CDs. What if you win? 5,000 CDs monthly. And the grand prize? Hey! 100,000 Ghana CDs.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 CDs. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 CDs monthly and 100,000 CDs in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Sika boom.
This is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind says be the 3-in-1 action, no. Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Neela Telate is here, jumping straight to the City Breakfast News.
Well, good morning, Caleb. Welcome to Thursday morning. This is the breakfast edition of City Business News brought to you by MTN, Valex, and EcoBank. Coming up, ASEP warns GNPC against acquisition of Springfield's oil well, insisting that the deal is commercially unjustifiable. Also in this edition, importers demand probe into $31 billion unmatched imports as captured in the 2026 budget. Much later, cold chain investments identified as a major solution to Ghana's $3 billion post-harvest losses. Grateful for your time. I am Ni Latte. Details now. Energy policy think tank, the Africa Center for Energy Policy, ASEP, is cautioning government against what it calls a wasteful use of public funds if the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation goes ahead with plans to acquire Springfield's oil assets. Now, ASEP argues that the move is commercially unjustifiable, insisting the block already belongs to the state and should simply be reclaimed following Springfield's failure to meet its contractual obligations. Executive Director Ben Boache says ongoing attempt by GNPC and a subsidiary Exploco to negotiate a takeover lack credibility because of a predetermined valuation of up to $1.1 billion based on what he describes as discredited data. For him, government must enforce its petroleum agreements rather than pre-finance non-performing assets. Away from that, importers and exporters are demanding a more comprehensive probe into the staggering $31 billion in unexplained import payments highlighted in the 2026 budget. The amount is part of a much larger $83.83 billion in outward transfers that had no corresponding goods arriving in the country, a situation that raises concerns of major leakages draining Ghana's foreign reserves and putting pressure on the cedi. Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, Samson Asaki Awingobet, tells City Business News the figures may include legitimate transactions. Therefore, government should broaden its investigations to separate genuine commercial activity from illicit financial flows.
We have importers who have been there for a very long time. They have built trust with their suppliers, especially if you go to the frozen food industries. Now, because of that relationship, the supplier give them what we call on credit basis. And so either the supplier has sent the goods into Ghanaian ports, the person had cleared it, and so then now the person is paying the money. So you will see at times money going out of the country, but you expect to see it goods coming back in equivalent. You might not see. It does not necessarily mean that the person has caused money laundering. Now, any serious importer would have gone out now to meet their suppliers to say, I want to sign all year round importations with you. Now, in this all year round contractual agreement, maybe it's amounting to $10 million. Now, the supplier says, okay, you have confidence in me, you have trust in me, give me the money in advance. So you might also see someone send out the money, 10 million, but the goods will be coming into the country in tranches. So
Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, Samson Asaki Awingobet. On the forex market this morning, the dollar trading at 12 cedis 35 pesos, the British pound at 16 cedis 30 pesos, that of the euro could be sold to you at 14 cedis 20 pesos. Mind you, these are average rates from forex bureaus close by and not the interbank rates published by the Bank of Ghana. Now, government reported savings from renegotiated power agreements will yield limited long-term impact unless they are backed by stronger structural reforms across the energy sector. This is according to the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, ISE. Finance Minister in the 2026 budget said the country has saved more than $250 million and restructured about 1.1 billion cedis in energy sector debt. But ISE cautions that without continued comprehensive restructuring, the country risks sliding back into unsustainable debt. ISE Director Professor Robert Darkwose spoke at the Institute's post-budget discussion forum.
Our transmission losses are around 27% or so. That is huge. Of course, note that in the budget, we seem to have done well in terms of our commercial losses, right? And it's reflected in the budget. And how come? I think the minister mentioned that the ECG returns have gone up. Okay, but that is not to say that you can get away with such high transmission costs. So the ECG discussions will have to go on, but there has to be a restructure in terms of our power sector, particularly in terms of our distribution. If we don't get our distribution right, look, we'll still negotiate with the IPPs and pay and sort of spread our debts over a longer period, but we'll still have debts to pay because it will not translate to making the IPPs profitable. And so IPPs will always have a take or pay clause in their PPAs.
That was the director of ISE, Professor Robert Darkwose. Professional services firm PwC wants government to stay focused on executing the key targets outlined in the 2026 budget. While the budget has generally been well received by Ghanaians, PwC believes its success will depend largely on how government follows through with implementation. Speaking at the 2026 PwC post-budget forum in Accra, country senior partner Vish Ashiagbo said, though the policy direction presented is encouraging, it must be backed by discipline to translate into real economic gains.
People are generally pleased with what they are hearing from the budget. So, for example, the priorities the minister laid out about stability and consolidating the stability, about growth, about security, and about social support, social interventions, I think is generally very much appreciated and in the right direction. As you would have heard, the slight question mark is about the implementation because, again, as I said in my opening remarks, as a country, we're good at writing these things and putting it on paper, but it's the implementation. But I think there's a certain renewed optimism that we will actually put a lot of energy into the implementation to make sure that we can all derive the benefit. As the external conditions support our economy for the time being, we take advantage of that and put in the work that we need so that the economy can truly transform.
Vish Ashiagbo is country senior partner at PricewaterhouseCoopers Ghana. Away from that, cold chain storage is emerging as a key solution to Ghana's post-harvest losses, which are costing the economy more than $3 billion every year. This was contained in the Cold Chain Strategic Partnership Project by the Embassy of Denmark, in which players recommended the urgent need for modern storage, transport and temperature-controlled logistics to protect perishable produce and improve food security. More in this report by Daniel Sakite.
The seminar on the Cold Chain Strategic Partnership Project convened local agribusinesses, development partners, financiers, and civil society organizations working to strengthen cold chain infrastructure and related interventions aimed at cutting post-harvest losses across the food, agriculture, and fisheries value chains. Director of Women in Agricultural Development at the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, Paulina Adi, believes cold chain systems have become even more crucial amid recent food gluts.
We read about losses for onions around the Ajenkotoku market and some other locations. And these are very unpardonable things that happen because we could manage the waste, or we shouldn't even let it happen. So either we put them into value-added products or keep them in controlled temperature environment so they will not spoil.
Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana, Anthony Morrison, stresses that Ghana must now prioritize building a skilled workforce capable of fabricating and maintaining cold chain systems locally.
Cold chain is the only alternative way. We have the solar, we have the renewable energy that we can develop to make sure that we reduce the cost of the cold chain system. What we need to do as a country now is to develop the skilled workforce to be able to fabricate or manufacture the cold chain systems entirely in Ghana so that we reduce the cost of it.
While the required investments remain capital intensive, the head of trade at the Embassy of Denmark proposes viable funding options.
There's a DFI, the Development Financial Institution called Impact Fund Denmark, which can do both equity and loans and guarantees. And then we have the Export Credit Agency, IFO. The most important part is here in the cold chain project, that is the commercialization. And this means who's the owners, where does the cash flow come from?
Head of Trade at the Embassy of Denmark, Jørgen Bollesen, ending that report put together by Citi Business News' Daniel Sakiti. And that's it for the breakfast edition of Citi Business News. Our top stories and more on citinewsroom.com/business. I am Ni Lati. Thanks for listening. You have a good business day.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
The Kakamotobi come out in the festive season and they are as scary as our bills. But we don't want to miss out on parties, family and festivals. Whether you say Akwaba, Maraba, Wezo or Obake, EcoBank says tap into Vibes in the 5-star enjoyment promo. Be one of 10,000 lucky winners when you deposit multiples of 400 Ghana cedis or take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to win up to 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes. 1-year insurance cover, gift vouchers and more. That's not all. Use your EcoBank card, mobile app, USSD or POS to transact and enjoy up to 15% discount. Tap into Vibes with EcoBank. T's and C's apply. Bills shouldn't scare you. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
EcoBank will never call or text asking you to verify sensitive information like your PIN, Ghana card or bank card information. Pay better attention to details.
Announcing Ghana's first unlimited photocopier leasing. Yes, from just 983 Ghana cedis, you can lease a multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited. Yes, unlimited and free paper every month. Guess what? That's not all. Toners, repairs, and maintenance all are free. And oh, I'm not kidding at all. And we cover the whole country. Yes, the whole country. What are you waiting for? Just visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244 644048. I repeat, or call 0244 644048. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Valix Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Hey, Ruben. Every 2 seconds notification. The Momo keeps on coming. It keeps on coming, eh?
Ma, I am the community Momo man now. People send money, and with the Momo app, every payment is done. My transactions are flying.
Hey, Aden.
Ma, you didn't know, eh?
Over 2 million Ghana cedis is up for grabs in the Stillman Saka promo. Transact more than 100 Ghana cedis with your Momo app, and you could win daily, weekly, and monthly monthly cash prizes, and 100,000 Ghana Cedis grand prize. And it's not just payments and money transfers. Bank to wallet transactions, savings, loans, investments, pensions, POS transactions, and Momo transactions from other partner platforms qualify. This promo runs in collaboration with the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
October 2021. I give my heart and make I love.
Many thanks to Valex Lees for making life easier for offices, schools, print hubs. No longer buying photocopiers when they lease and print unlimited instead. From 983 Ghana cedis a month. What smart businesses do is to lease a reliable multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited with free paper as well. They enjoy free toners, cartridges, free repairs, free maintenance, plus nationwide coverage across all 16 regions. So stop spending big on machines, paper repairs and maintenance. Switch to Valex Lease and do what smart businesses do, keeping cash for what matters most. Visit valexlease.com 0244 644 Customized payment options are available. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions. This festive season, bills shouldn't scare you at all. Because you know you can enjoy free cash from EcoBank in the 5-star enjoyment promo. Simply deposit in multiples of 400 Ghana cedis or take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to build points and enter a draw for a chance to win your share of 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes including 1-year insurance cover, gift vouchers and multiples of 10,000 Ghana cedis. There is more. Customers who transact with their EcoBank card or use the digital platforms enjoy up to 15% discount on rides, experiences, events, and more. So don't miss out. Tap into Vibes and be one of 10,000 lucky winners in the EcoBank 5-star enjoyment promo. Deposit more, enjoy more. Promo runs till January 31, 2026. T's and C's apply. We're doing this on the NLA's Caritas Lottery platform. EcoBank never will ask for your PIN or your password. When you're in doubt, please call 0800-003225 for assistance. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. The day is here. That special day, Thursday, is extra special on MTN. On Thursdays, you get more exciting. Thursdays get more exciting because from now on, you get a nice 25% bonus on your first data bundle purchase of the day when you bundle on my MTN app or use star 138 hash. Every Thursday, MTN says that's not enough. We're also giving you free extra movie tickets when you buy, when you pay with Momo at the Silver Bear Cinemas at Accra and West Hills Mall. Same for those of you in the Shanti region at the Golden Cinemas in Kumasi Mall. So set your reminders, bundle on my MTN or star 138 hash and make the best of your 25% first data bundle discount. Visit the cinemas, use Momo and get your free extra movie tickets on MTN's Yellow Thursday. Edwin Kwalkofe is here ready to serve you kickoff. It's brought to you by Shell, Shell and Polytank. Everyone wants better, you know. That's why Shell brings you the new and improved Shell V-Power, Shell Fuel Save Unleaded and Shell Fuel Save Diesel. New and improved Shell Save now last up to 15 kilometers longer per time, while the new and improved V-Power cleans 100% of your engine. If you're ready to experience the next generation of high-quality performance fuels, go to your nearest Shell station and fill up with new and improved Shell fuels today. Shell Fuel Save, simply better by far. Shell Ghana is 15 years. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being with us, our community, customers, and partners. With you, we have improved lives and we are looking forward to doing even more. Please call us or visit any of our branches and find any of our financial solutions. 02700 4799 is the number to call. Let's give you water storage tank this festive season for your building projects and your domestic needs, while you win some amazing gifts and prizes as well. If you go for Sumo or Super Sumo model, Polytank will reward you. Polytank comes in 4 trusted models: Hippo, Rambo, Sumo, and Sumo Super, with each built with guaranteed quality Ghanaians have trusted for years. Don't compromise on quality. Buy once and for all. Choose Polytank as the original. We don't request for Momo payments online, by the way. Stay alert and buy from original dealers in person only. Polytank, Papano, and Casa.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of Kickoff on the City Breakfast Show. We start with the World Cup and the list of countries set to compete at the Intercontinental Playoffs for the final 2 slots at the 2026 FIFA World Cup is now complete. The last round of continental qualifiers wrapped up on Tuesday, the 18th of November, with Haiti, Curacao and Panama securing their places from the CONCACAF region for next year's Global Showpiece. Africa's representative for the players will be the Democratic Republic of Congo, who will be aiming to join the 9 African nations already qualified for the 2026 World Cup in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. There's more in this report by Citi Sports' Gabi Ofe.
Curacao became the smallest country ever to qualify for the FIFA World Cup, while Haiti will make only their second appearance in the tournament's history. Bolivia, Suriname, New Caledonia, and Jamaica have joined the Democratic Republic of Congo and Iraq in the Intercontinental Playoff mini-tournament, scheduled to take place in Mexico from March 23 to 31, 2026. Based on the latest FIFA rankings, DR Congo and Iraq have been seeded and will advance directly to the final round of the mini-tournament, where they'll face the winners of the semi-final matchups. A special draw to determine the semi-final pairings, featuring Bolivia, New Caledonia, Jamaica, and Suriname, will be held at the FIFA headquarters in Switzerland on Thursday, November 20 at 12 p.m. DR Congo, serving as Africa's representative, will be aiming to secure one of the final 2 World Cup slots and join the 9 African nations already qualified for next summer's Global Showpiece. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, former Super Eagles midfielder John Mikel Obi has blamed the Nigerian Football Federation for failing to create the right atmosphere for the team, an issue he believes contributed to their inability to qualify for the playoffs.
It's going to be 3 World Cups going to miss in a row. And that, my friend, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. So put in the right people now for the next 4 years. Get the right people, put in the right structure, and make sure whatever you're doing is done properly. Right. It's done with the right people. So that's what we have to do going forward. Going forward for the next 4 years, we have to start now. And what I mean now is after the African Cup of Nations, the NFF board have to go. They have to go.
Adding its voice to Nigeria's capitulation, Nigerian sports journalist Victor Ademola says he does not subscribe to the idea of sacking head coach Eric Schell with the 2025 African Cup of Nations in Morocco approaching.
Absolutely. Doesn't sack him, what they want bring. That's the thing. You know, we don't understand the players, taking over 11 games, you don't understand the system. Remember, he even take us to Chan, although Chan will not do well. But that Chan no can because not Simbi, people they call him. But yeah, I feel like he's the best person in charge for now to take us to the AFCON. And I feel say they will give our target for AFCON. Because after AFCON, we know they go World Cup, so nothing else again after January, after the AFCON finish.
That report was put together by my colleague Gabi Ofe. Well, Ghana's senior men's national team, the Black Stars, have nudged up 1 spot to 72nd in the November 2025 FIFA World Cup rankings, while retaining 14th place amongst the African nations, even though the side suffered back-to-back defeats. Now, let's hear from Black Stars legend Sam Johnson on some advice for players who are called up to the national team.
They should know that they are there for 40 million people. They are not there alone. We believe in them. That's why they are there. So they should also put on everything that they know they can do for them to make us happy. They have to do it. But this is not African Cup. This is not World Cup. So anyone the coach will put you in there, you have to make sure that you deliver what, because we are seeing them, what they are doing out there. It's difficult to understand that if they use the same mentality that I'm there. Oh, it's okay. I can. The complacency, they should take this complacency out of their way and take every match serious. And I think they can do something better.
That was Black Stars legend Sam Johnson. Let's head to the 2025 CAF Awards, which were held last night in Rabat, Morocco, and was a big night for the hosts who swept several major categories. In the men's awards, Ashraf Hakimi was crowned African Player of the Year, becoming the first defender in 52 years to win a prize after a superb season with PSG. Yasin Bono won Goalkeeper of the Year, while Fiston Maele of Pyramids FC took Interclub Player of the Year. Cape Verde coach Bubista was named Coach of the Year, while Morocco's Uthman Mama won Young Player of the Year, and the Moroccan Under-20 team were named National Team of the Year after winning the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Egypt's Pyramids also won Club of the Year. In the women's category, Morocco's Gislan Shebak won African Player of the Year. Nigeria's Chiamaka Nadozie completed a hat-trick of Goalkeeper of the Year awards, and Morocco's Doha El Madani won Young Player of the Year, while the Super Falcons of Nigeria were named Women's National Team of the Year. Other honors on the night, Tanzania's Clement Mizize won Goal of the Year. Special awards were presented to East African leaders, Kenya's William Ruto, Tanzania's Samia Suluhu Al-Hassan, and Uganda's Yoweri Museveni for contributions to football development. Meanwhile, Ghana legend Asamoah Gyan says Nigeria, Ivory Coast and Morocco are the teams to watch at this year's AFCON, which kicks off on the 21st of December. Jan, Ghana's all-time scorer, admits it's painful to see the Black Stars miss out on the tournament, even with the consolation of sealing a spot at next year's World Cup.
I think we've got a lot of giants who are going there. Ghana is out, which we are very disappointed, but it's okay. We qualified to the World Cup, yes. So it's okay.
Unlike some other nations, you say it.
Yes, Nigeria did well. They were close last 2 years. Ivory Coast did well, so we have a lot of teams. Morocco is also a strong contender who are also doing well. I would say these three countries that I've mentioned, Nigeria, Ivory Coast and Morocco.
That was Black Stars legend Asamoah Gyan. Now CAF General Secretary Vernon Mosengo Omba says preparations for the AFCON are fully on course. Let's hear him now.
We are ready. Everything's ready. Stadiums, hotel. The Moroccan people are amazing. So I'm living in Rabat now about one month. So I become Rabatese now. So wonderful place. Come, we are waiting for you.
The hospitality here in Morocco is truly amazing. What do you think fans can expect this time around? Because AFCON delivers so many surprises, upsets, things don't go according to plan. You think one team is going to get over the line, but they don't, and another does. So what are you expecting this time around?
Our wish is there is not a big club. There is not a big team.
Yeah.
Everyone can beat everyone.
Yeah.
It will be the amazing AFCON, and honestly, the Moroccan people are amazing. Please come, we are waiting for you.
The voice of CAF General Secretary Vernon Mosengo Omba, and that's the latest in the world of sports. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. Kickoff was powered by Shell Go Well, Politangana's on the GH Eleshehu. Let's improve life. I'm Edwin Kwa Kofi. The City Breakfast Show with Bernard Avle continues.
Papa no no, papa no no, papa no no, papa no no, no, papa no no, Ankasa. Polytank is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get some more Rambo and get some more Super. And the Polytank, we did Papa no no, papa no no, no, papa no no, papa no no, no, papa no no, Ankasa.
Always the best.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life. Let's go, even when you're stuck with nothing, No matter your situation, let's share go, we improve your life.
Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, mama, hey mama, hey mama.
Let's share go, we improve your life.
I'm telling you, my brother has scored more goals than Asamoah Gyan.
What? This is impossible.
Check the stats.
What stats? We can't start. I have seen everything from 1986.
Funny thing about us Ghanaians, we'll argue for 3 days straight, but numbers always settle the matter. So instead of just telling you about better fuels, let's do the math. The new Shell Fuel Save lasts up to 15 kilometers longer per tank. The new Shell V Power cleans 100% of your engine's critical parts.
Now that's better by far.
The next time you think of filling up, choose new and improved Shell Fuels.
Papa no no, papa no no, papa no no, papa no no, no, papa no no, Ankasa. Polytank is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get Sumo, Rambo, and get Sumo Super. And the Polytank, we did Polytank, papa no no, papa no no, papa no no, papa no no, no, papa no no, Ankasa.
Always the best.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Wow. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey there, all Enterprise customers. We are rewarding all of you just for standing by us all this while. Simply keep doing the things you've always done with us, like renewing policies, making purchases, and more. The twist though, you have to do them on our self-service portal via web or the Enterprise Advantage app. Once you log into the portal, access Advantage Points and do any of the transactions you're allowed to do there in order to earn points. The more you transact, the more points you earn. The points you earn can be used to redeem loads of airtime, Momo, and other rewards. It's that simple. Just visit the portal, log in, and enjoy. Visit my.enterprisegroup.net.gh or download the Enterprise Advantage app to get started. Enterprise Advantage Points, because nothing you do should be pointless.
Enterprise, your advantage.
There's no price like the ShopRite price. That's why we are committed to bringing you lower prices on all the essentials you need. Like 4.5 kg Abena Vietnam rice, only 84 cedis, 99 pesos, and 900 ml Phyto vegetable oil for just 37 cedis, 99 pesos. Never pay more than the ShopRite price. Prices valid until 23rd November 2025. Only at ShopRite.
This November, elegance comes alive at the Ambassador Ballroom of the Movenpick Hotel, Accra. Experience a night of fine dining and classical artistry with Guy Bertrand K, Kokui Selome, and the Afro Maestro Orchestra. Enjoy a luxurious 4-course dinner with wine pairings crafted to perfection. Tickets are 1,800 Ghana cedis, but grab your early bird for just 1,500. Join us on Thursday, the 27th of November at 7 p.m. for a celebration of music, culture, and pure sophistication. Reserve now. Call 020-433-3136 or 0302-611-000. The Movenpick Classical Music Night, where every moment is pure elegance.
go shoo. This advert is FDA approved.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community go win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
If tomorrow is Judgment Day, sing, mommy. And I'm standing on the front line, and the Lord asked me what I did with my life, I will say I spent it with you. It's alright. If I wake up in World War III, I see destruction and poverty, and I feel like I wanna go home. It's okay if you're coming with me. It's alright.
$7:39. Happy birthday request coming through courtesy MasterCard. Leave cash in the past, go to the bank and switch to MasterCard today and be on your way to something truly priceless. Happy birthday to my lovely wife Jennifer Anima Amponsa, Senior Nursing Officer, Stroke Unit, Kolebu Teaching Hospital. You've been my motivation. Your love and care for me never ceases to amaze me. Thank you for being an amazing mother to us. God bless you abundantly. From your husband Carlos Asari Okun and Arabella, we love you so much. Good morning, Bernard. I'd like to wish my boss and mentor Ace Anna Nankoma a happy birthday. May the Lord protect him and grant him all his heart desires. May he age like fine wine. This is from Ebo Dante Benjamin.
Ace.
Ebo works at Benti, Enchi Lecha and Ankoma.
Yes.
And he's wishing his mentor Ace Ankoma a happy birthday.
Oh no, Ace is his is a distinguished, fine brain.
Yeah, man.
It's an authority on the legal space and in many other areas, and he deserves all the accolades that we heap on him. I know he hates being called Ace legal practitioner
but
or legal luminary. Actually,
we will call Ace the Ace legal
exactly.
practitioner.
That is so. I remember, in our earliest days in the newsroom, Samens brought him.
Yeah.
And that in itself, I would say, happens to be a major turning point for me.
Yeah.
He came to give us a small talk in the newsroom upstairs about how to excel, how to look at things, the legal mind, how to work hard. I also spoke about what many people accuse him of, though, not lack of sleep. He says that he sleeps for very few hours. And I remember walking away from that particular interaction with an entirely different mindset. And I can only thank him. And I remember that when I was eventually leaving to the UK for my studies, I had breakfast with him. Was also very, very, very transformational.
You just set your mind in the right frame.
Exactly.
Before approaching the difficult journey.
Yeah, before approaching the difficult day. So, thank you so much for everything. You have inspired so many people.
Yeah.
And long after you are gone, many centuries from now, people remember your contributions to our country.
My only comment for Ace is his music. He should keep playing.
With the long fingers.
Keep composing. Keep playing music. For me, you know, a lot of people know Ace as a lawyer.
Yes.
I think his music legacy will last longer. Yes. Because he's mentored a lot of musicians. What he's done with Joyful Way has been amazing. And even now, when they do their events on the 26th, he's still the inspiration behind a lot of the songs they do. So for me, I'm wishing him a musical happy birthday. Add a couple more.
So happy 7th anniversary to the team at My Help, Your Help Foundation for 7 years of impactful service to humanity. This is coming from Nicholas Kofi, founder and president of the NGO.
AKA Pocho.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday also to all in all man, Mr. Echo Hagan, the Odogu of our time.
Yes, please.
God bless you and keep you. God let his face shine on you, and his favor and peace be with you at all times. You've been a wonderful husband and father from Jacinta, Papa, Nana, and Ellie.
Right.
Good morning, CBS and crew. Help me wish my brother Mauli God Day Yevu Agblato a happy birthday. Agblato. May the lines fall in pleasant places for you. Mr. and Mrs. Moses Kofi Yevu sent that from Ashaiba.
Good morning, team. I'd like you to wish my son Darren Kwesi Afriye Eduafo Ayi of Creator School Tema Community 4 a happy birthday. Kindly help me wish him. They are listening as they go to school. I'm currently at the Asebu Central Region listening to you via Facebook Live. Okay, so Darren Kwesi Afriye Eduafo Ayi, your dad is wishing you a happy birthday. Says, may you grow up to become bigger and better, stronger, and much more prosperous. All the comments and birthday requests brought to you by the Masters Mastercard. Don't just speak by. Don't use cash, swipe, or scan. All that's possible because Mastercard has given the power to you to shop and make payments on the go. It's convenience, it's safety, it's excellence.
Whether you're buying watcher from your favorite spots in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, Mastercard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protecting every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, Mastercard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for Mastercard today. Mastercard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
It's 7:46 on the City Breakfast Show. Barris Hammond with Lover's Rock track, Rock Away. And Benna, please wish Dr. Christina Aguilera Okay, Francisca, it's spelled Aguilera. Aguilera. Sounds Spanish, right? Of Mimi's Dental, a happy birthday. May the lines fall in pleasant places for her. This is from Martin GIS to Dr. Christina Aguilera. Aguilera.
A quick one just came through as well to my brother-in-law, Dr. Roxanne Minter of Accra Technical University Accounting and Finance Department. Happy birthday. Wishing you God's blessings and success in all your endeavors from Rosemary and the entire family. We love you.
And to Lawyer Kwame Boafo Akufu Okotobrija, son of the land, custodian of heritage, the voice of reason and restraint. You carry the weight of legacy with effortless grace, a noble spirit, a mind sharpened by truth, and a heart anchored in purpose. Long may you live to counsel, to guide, and to inspire generations yet unborn. From everyone at Kwame Akufu and Co. What are the chances that two great legal minds born on the same day? Seriously, Kwame Akufu and his Nkrumah same day, November 20. All right, so today we're doing a number of things.
Yes,
we're going to spend the first part of the show to read two critical articles. One is a response or some sort of rejoinder to a program we did on November 11th. On November 11th, we had a discussion around police and bribery. The good news is that Statistical Service did a survey that shows that generally people say they are paying, the incidence of bribery may be going down. But this person has practical recommendations on how to curb collecting of bribes, particularly by police people on our roads.
Correct.
And it's a rejoinder I think we should read. Then there's an article to the editor of the Daily Graphic on what's the title?
Small Bellies, Big Profits, the hidden cost of commercial baby food in Ghana.
Very interesting. Now, so that's also an article we think provides some food for thought. So we'll bring you some highlights of those as well. But there's big news from Fidelity Bank, the bank with the widest agent network nationwide. From now till December, we're making life easier for you with free cash withdrawals at any of our agent points when you use a Fidelity mobile app. And that's not all. You can now withdraw up to 5,000 Ghana cedis per transaction and as much as 20,000 cedis a day. No stress, no long queues. Just open your app, select your nearest Fidelity agent, and cash out in seconds. It's safe, it's fast, and super convenient. Everything you need right now at your fingertips. So go ahead, download the Fidelity mobile app today. Visit any Fidelity agent nationwide and enjoy the freedom of banking made simple. For 2 decades, Desjoyeaux Ghana has helped families turn houses into homes with pools that bring people together. Whether it's a weekend fun, fitness, or relaxation, a Desjoyeaux pool is built for memories that last a lifetime. And here's something special. We build your dream pool in just 18 days. With our world-class French filtration technology, your pool stays crystal clear, safe, and easy to maintain. No need to spend so much time cleaning instead of enjoying. So join the thousands of happy families who've trusted Desjoyeaux Ghana for 2 decades. Call 020-260-1650 or go to www.desjoyauxgh.com. Desjoyeaux Ghana, 20 years of joy, quality, and care, delivering dream pools in just 18 days. Christmas came early with Volkswagen. Do you know you can acquire a brand new German machine with your used car budget? Save up to 50,000 cedis depending on the vehicle you buy from VW today. What's the pride in driving an old car when you can have a new one at a used car price? Call or WhatsApp VW Ghana on 025-638-6896 for more information about our range of models including the Virtus, the T-Cross, the T1 Allspace, the all-new Touareg, the Terramont, and the pickup. VW Drive Local. AGI, in collaboration Ministry of Trade, is organizing its 14th Ghana Industry and Quality Awards on the theme Creating a Conducive Business Environment and Quality Standards for Industrial Competitiveness. President is guest of honor. It's next Saturday, the 29th, 6 p.m. Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. Sponsors include Gasem Softcare, Regulus, Promasidor, Olam Agri, Wilma Africa, Qualiplast, Syntex B5 Plus, GCB Bank, Goyle, Nestle, Activa Insurance, Acacia Petrosol. For tickets, call 024-449-9101. That's 024-449-9101. And hold on, did someone just say 25% off everything? Absolutely. This season, Marina Supermarket is bringing you unbeatable prices and top-notch quality under one roof. From November 28th to 30th, enjoy a huge 25% off across the entire store. Yes, everything is discounted. But there's more. From now until end of November, enjoy up to 50% off selected favorites, wines, cereals, frozen foods, and more. So why wait? Head over to Marina Supermarket at Cantonment East Legon, Adenta, Bachona, Tesano, or Airport and take advantage of these festive deals before they disappear. Follow us at Marina Supermarket Ghana. It's all one word, Marina Supermarket Ghana on Instagram for more exciting offers and updates. Marina Supermarket, best prices, best quality, always.
And Twisco is inviting you to kickstart your day with their irresistible chocolatey goodness. It's enriched with NF40, a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, vitamin C, D, iron, and many more. It's going for 2 Ghana cedis. Give yourself and your little ones a rich, delightful chocolatey taste of Twisco and power that dream. Don't wait. Head to your nearest store and grab yours today. Twisco, power your dream. And why travel abroad when world-class education is right here in Ghana? At Lancaster University, Ghana, you will earn a British degree, develop employability skills, and enjoy a campus experience that inspires growth and confidence. Gain practical skills, global exposure, and access to scholarships that make your dream degree even more achievable. Apply now to study with expert faculty trained to UK standards right here in Ghana. www.lancaster.edu.gh is where to visit. Contact us admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Call us 0248 656 274. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. Our stories are different, you know. For some of us, it's the thrill of chasing our dreams, of opening our own shop. For others, it's how they are able to tap their phones and pay for watching with no stress. Whatever your story is, APSA is ready with digital solutions, travel insurance, free international debit cards, flexible repayment options on loans, and countless other perks that actually matches your ambition. So whatever chapter you're on, APSA says we see your story matters, APSA. Vita infant cereal is milk. With milk is making feeding time for babies 6 months and above easy with 3 delicious flavors: rice, wheat, and maize. And wheat, baby gets a variety of cereals. Vita infant cereal is enriched with Nutri-V, contains 16 essential vitamins and minerals, including zinc, iron, and calcium. We recommend you only add previously boiled water, stir, and experience the joy of feeding baby. Yes, that's right. Vita is offering you value for money. Vita, good nutrition for a strong start. It's winning season, people. Again and again, we keep winning. Grab your phone and win together. Star 712 hash is dial, and then if you do that, you buy a ticket for yourself by pressing 1. Choose option 2 to buy a ticket for someone else. If you want a system to generate a lucky ticket for you, go with option 1. If you want to do that by yourself, go with option 2. Confirm your payment with Momo and you're in. The luckiestafrica.com is for online users. Register there, tap community tickets to either pick your own lucky number or let the system generate for you. Pay with Momo or your card and you're good to go. This is your golden chance. Hop on and let's get lucky together, because luck is everywhere.
All right, now let me read the first one I got. So I like it when people, after listening to a program, take their time to give us a rejoinder. So here's letter to Mr. Bernard Avle. Subject: reforming police, traffic enforcement, and revenue transparency in Ghana. He starts with a problem statement. Mr. Avle, I watched your debate on Citi FM YouTube channel dated November 11, 2025 regarding police officers collecting money from drivers, and I felt compelled to respond. I've always suggested that Ghana Police Service can be one of the richest self-funded public services in Ghana due to our current level of lawlessness and indiscipline on our roads. The current practice of police officers taking bribes or handouts at checkpoints has entrenched lawlessness on our roads. Instead of enforcing traffic laws, some officers normalize extortion, allowing unroadworthy vehicles and reckless drivers to continue unchecked. This undermines public trust, compromises road safety, and deprives the state of significant revenue that could be used to strengthen the police service itself. The result is a vicious cycle. Corruption breeds lawlessness, lawlessness breeds accidents, and accidents erode confidence in governance. My perspective: I believe Ghana can break this cycle if we build a transparent system where all traffic fines are collected into a single account. Authorities could also send, quote, mystery offenders, unquote, to test whether officers accept bribes instead of issuing fines, and those caught should be disciplined publicly to restore deterrence. The revenue generated from fines could then be reinvested directly into police welfare, increasing salaries, building police housing, funding training, equipping officers with modern tools. This would not only reduce the temptation of bribe taking, but also restore dignity to the uniform. I have modeled the potential revenue streams below based on conservative assumptions and official data. The figures show that Ghana is losing billions of cedis annually to corruption and inefficiency. Imagine what could be achieved if this money were properly harnessed. Here are his assumptions with sources. Active vehicles and drivers nationwide, circa 3.2 million registered vehicles, 2022 figures. Daily stops are maybe 0.8% of drivers are stopped, so less than 1%. So let's say 20,000 drivers. Violation rate among stop drivers, statistical service survey, 65%, right? So he's using MTTD TOPS bribery experience at 51% data. Average infraction per violator 1.3. Total infringements per day 16,900. Average fines per infringement 225 cedis. DVLA roadside fine schedule 2025. Using 365 days, exchange rate is calculated 1 cedi to 11 cedis to the dollar, 14 cedis to the pound. And then he now compares this to the police budget allocation of 4.3 billion. Now, when you calculate all of this, he concludes that we could be raising okay, I don't want to go into all the cost issues, but basically it says that the numbers speak for themselves. Ghana could generate over 1.3 billion cedis, 1.3 billion cedis annually from traffic fines if corruption were eliminated and enforcement standardized. So if you formalize the collection of fines from the estimated offenses and put the money in official channels, we could generate over 1.3 billion cedis. This is conservative. And don't forget that the police themselves were allocated, if you look at the budget allocation, 4.3 billion for the year. So that's about a fourth of their allocation can be received through lawlessness. We have even added district assemblies, clamping, and fines for other things. This is just police and driving infractions. So it goes on to say, if corruption were limited, to put this in perspective, the official 2025 police budget is 4.3 billion. A transparent fine collection system could supplement nearly 30% of that budget, providing a transformative boost to police welfare, housing and training. If we channel these funds transparently, we can pay our officers better, house them decently and train them rigorously. By doing so, remove the excuse of poor welfare and replace it with accountability. The uniform must once again symbolize integrity and not extortion. I hope this contribution adds weight to your ongoing advocacy for reform. He actually did propose an operating system. He calls it a bespoke centralized app development. A secure custom-built police fine collection app in Ghana would cost between $50,000 to $120,000, depending on the complexity, integration with banks and security features. Using existing Momo systems, leveraging MTN Momo or other mobile money platforms requires only setting up a unique merchant account or centralized Momo numbers. This option is far cheaper, with setup cost of under $5,000. So there are two options. You can use Momo and a centralized merchant like police fine system, all right, to have a cheap but effective means of collecting these spot fines. So we are losing circa 1.3 billion cedis every year, and this is going to private pockets. What is even funny is that instead of collecting a standardized 200 for an offense, police may take 10 cedis or 20 cedis. You get it? So it's even rendering the system much poorer. And this is articles written by Eric Kosi. I have decided to publish it on citinewsroom.com. So those who want the full articles with all the assumptions and the sources can read it. But I'd like to thank him for sending up. Sky, what do you think? We can raise 1.3 billion cedis a year. Conservative.
Yeah.
If we create a bespoke system where road traffic offenders are made to pay to a centralized system, instead of policeman stopping you and collecting 2 cedis from you.
Yeah, I think that's the whole idea behind the spot fine system. The problem we've had is how to actually properly implement it in a way that is meaningful, without also creating another avenue for unscrupulous police officers, not all of them, to use the opportunity to enrich themselves. I think one of the issues that has consistently come up is also how to reward police officers who will be implementing such a policy. The question is, first of all, do you collect at the point of the offense, or you defer it to a court of law to collect, or fines should be simply imposed by writing a ticket, and then you are directed to maybe a bank account or a particular institution where you pay, or deducted from your momo. I think these are the things that we are thinking about.
Or you could collect in lieu of court. So if you feel like you want to challenge. So I think the key is DVLA. Let's assume your car number is AS241518. There's a mobile phone number attached. That mobile phone number is obviously connected to a Momo account.
Yeah.
So if the police find you, you see how when you go and buy something, they send you a message and you can respond and choose to pay. Do you get it? So they can send you, Mr. Bernard Avle, the police have caught you on Monday, 5th November, and they are asking you to pay 200 cedis. Put in your Momo pin for the money to be released. Now, if you do that, then you settle it. Now, if you say no, then you receive a court summons. Do you understand? So you can say, I challenge the so the policeman has nothing to do with it. All he does is that he puts your car number in a system. That system, if it's Bernard Avle, the car number registered Bernard Avle has a mobile number. So the Momo company will send me a prompt to pay 200 cedis. If I say I won't pay after 1 week, they will then use the same Momo number and send me a WhatsApp of a court summons. To come and defend myself, because I'm sure the policeman, after stopping me, probably take a couple of pictures and is prepared to testify. But if so, and of course, the policeman who took me on that offense, there will be a record of what he's done. So if at the end of the year they say this policeman, he's caught a lot of people, they may not even give him direct money, but they can use it to assess his work.
Of motivation.
Yeah. So I feel like this is technology working for us. So maybe Eric, I don't know whether we should turn it to DVLA or Transport Ministry or police, but this sounds very simple actually.
So that would be a connection between the Road Safety Commission, or is it authority now?
Authority.
The DVLA and the MTTD, which is the policing arm responsible for spaces like this.
And from the thing he did, it doesn't need to cost us an arm and a leg to even do this.
Yeah.
Because existing platforms. So I think the key is for the DVLA to tie every car number with a mobile money account,
which they say they want to begin doing next year in a more robust way. Yeah. So that it can take off.
I think this shouldn't be complicated at all.
Well, the technology exists elsewhere. They write a ticket for you, you pay. If you challenge it, of course, you'll be dragged.
I think the system of basically they sending you the prompt that put your Momo number, put your code to accept the charge. Then you say no, you won't do. Once you don't do it, means that you are going to.
But what happens if you don't have any money in account?
Oh, that's why they give you a week to do it. Okay. So they will send you the prompt. So you can build the prompt that it will in a week time. If maybe they send a prompt like 3 times, if you don't respond all 3 times, then it means that you are prepared to go to court. Now, if you didn't see it, and then they still send the court summons, you can then go to court and say, actually, you are prepared to pay, but you didn't see the summon. Then maybe when you pay at court, you pay a bit more.
So we should have motor courts then?
Yes. So you can have a motor court per region, which is digital. So the judge can actually open the platform and see 200 people were arrested today. 50 of them said they won't pay. 150 pay. The 50 who won't pay come and defend themselves. Cool. Number 2, you can also ask cars. Now, one of the cars I drive has a camera on it. So there are cars which record incidents on their own. So usually when I'm driving and I step on the brake or there's a car that crosses me, the camera activates, it's recording. So I could use the camera recording as my evidence to say I didn't run the red light. So maybe the guy stopped me for a red light. The camera in my car records my approach to the traffic light. So at the time I approached, maybe it was green. So I can send that recording to the court and they say, Charlie, this offense is frivolous. But I feel like this will eliminate the money collection thing, and I think it will raise a lot of money for the police.
Yeah, that is true.
So what I have to say about this, I think it's a commendable idea. Whether or not the people in charge will act on it is also another conversation. But I'm curious as to how this will, take in other road users who may also be offending. I feel that it's limited to your typical vehicle driver, motorbike rider who have their registration with the DVLA. Increasingly, people are riding bicycles on highways. It will be interesting to know how we deal with that, because that in itself may be an offense. Jaywalking, people who are misusing the road, crossing at wrong stops, etc. I'm interested in how this model will capture those kind of people, and also for those who are not banked and not necessarily on the mobile money platform, those who operate a lot within the informal sector, how will tracking them after an offense be for the police? So this is commendable, but I'm just thinking around how to go broader.
My response is, when I was in Legon, Professor Banyaku always used to say, one policy, one problem. He says, anytime you try and use one policy to solve more than one problem, you confuse yourself. So he says, use one policy to solve. He says, use one policy to solve one problem. So we are using this tool, or proposing that this tool be used to solve the issue of the vehicle driver's offense. Okay, so you have identified other possible offenses that somebody else must think about another solution. But this solution focuses on the man driving the car, or the woman driving the car, or the person who owns the car. So the other thing is that if you give your car to your driver and your driver offends, you will pay the fine. Right. I feel like that's one. We can come up with other mixtures of solutions around jaywalking, around all those things.
So then for the group that I've identified, will that mean that we still cannot run away from the direct
we can come up with
money
something.
act?
What I'm saying is that, you see, for this, you don't need one solution to solve all the road offenses. This one solves the part that's to do with the driver and the vehicle.
Or the motor rider.
Yes, there could be other solutions that can come in to deal with other aspects of road traffic offenses.
Let me quickly say that even within the context of what we're talking about, today, this day and age, there's technology which can scan your face. You know, all these cameras you see right now. Real-time computing power, it's at work to actually match the person jaywalking with an existing database, pull up the person's records, and the appropriate institution would then be instructed that, oh, okay, this person was caught at Kanda, jaywalking at a time that blah, 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 and this led to a particular vehicular, crash or something to that effect. Similar to what we've discussed about matching your vehicle to your mobile number and blah, blah, blah. Similarly, once we know who the person is, we can also trace that to your mobile number, which may be in the system somewhere. You understand? So the matching groups, NIA database and all of that can be used to then send you, prompt that you need to pay so and so and so. Because
very good. So there's already, thank you for that. There's already a Ghana card that has your data. So by the time you get to court, the judge actually knows who you are, because then he has been able to extract. So basically, the key thing is the identity and the integrity of the car number, your national ID card, and your mobile phone number. I think we can do a lot with that. Let's pause, take a break into tech and social media trends, and we'll come back to some comments on this suggestion, and then we'll develop the other article. Caleb.
Tech and social media trends is brought to us by Telecel and First Bank Ghana. First Bank Ghana is congratulating Koshi, Patricia, Georgina, Bonuama, Mauli, and others who were winners in the October 2025 Use and Win promo. What happens is, if you have the First mobile app or you use *894# for your everyday transactions, you stand a chance of winning 500 Ghana cedis cash every single week. The more you use the First mobile app or *894#, the better your chances of winning. So grab your phone now, use First mobile app or *894# and then be a lucky winner. 0596 921 921 is the number to call. First Solutions at firstbankgroup.com is where to visit. First Bank Ghana, you first.
Edwin Kwakufi is here with the segment. Edwin, welcome.
Thank you very much, Bernard. Good morning, everyone. So we start with an unfortunate incident in Nigeria where armed men attacked a church while the service was being live streamed. So they went into the church. The worship.
Where was this?
It was in Iruku in Kwara State. It was the Christ Apostolic Church there. So they went into the church. Shooting and scaring the worshippers, which included elderly people who were struggling to escape. So it was a very unfortunate incident where they also, after that, they went through the belongings of the worshippers, took a number of bags and escaped, cut off the recording before they left. So
it's completely unacceptable. You know, it's happening at a time that the Americans are talking about possibly deploying forces there to deal with what they consider to be attack on Christianity.
This is not going to help matters.
Yeah, this is not going to help matters. I think the central government, the federal government in Nigeria, has got to do something robustly about it.
There was also the raiding of a school last week.
Yes.
Taking some girls.
Yeah, 2 have been able to actually escape.
Charlie, the insecurity, and that was northwest Nigeria. Yeah. And this is now southwest. Amazing. So it's trending.
Yeah, and I think there's been no indication that it was religious motivations for the attack, because the people came in and they stole a number of things, so it was possibly a robbery. That's what people are arguing over, that it's not religious motivation for the attack.
People and ask them why they did it.
Okay, so we move on to a story I brought to you yesterday of John Odate Lamte, who beat up his wife in that viral video. He's been remanded into custody, charged with physical assault. He will appear before a judge on the 3rd of December. His siblings as well, who were picked up for attacking the person who recorded, have also been remanded and will also appear before court.
Is he a police officer?
No, I don't have any.
What is emerging from some other media houses who have spoken to
the wife,
the key, the wife, and then the key people involved, is that there may well have been a number of reports, particularly to the Tesano police station and one other police station on the Ofankor Highway, and for some reason, the officers there, according to those reports, I'm not speaking from first-hand knowledge, refused to act on the repeated complaints that had been made to them about this allegation of assault.
This is not the first time the police are here.
Exactly. And Bernard, this is particularly important because just I think 2 weeks ago, we discussed something about Central Region, where
beating his wife, killing a father, killing a woman.
Exactly, about 7 people, and then killing himself or committing suicide thereafter. If what is happening in relation to this particular case is anything to go by, I think that there's a need for the police service to launch investigations into what exactly
into the conduct of their own officers.
Officers at Tesano and these other places.
That was the first time they heard of this matter.
And then also, let me appeal quickly to the media houses, dealing with this particular matter. It is not professional to be showing the face of the victim.
Yeah, it is not.
Victims of domestic violence are to be protected.
Ghana. We do one good now, we do another bad take art.
Correct. So to some football news, and Ashraf Hakimi is the footballer of the year in Africa. He beat Victor Osimhen and Mo Salah. He becomes the first defender to win the award in 52 years.
Osei should have won that thing long ago. They didn't give it to him.
So he plays for PSG and Morocco. Fantastic.
He's like the best right back in the world.
I beg to differ.
It's like, that's the thing about football. If he's the best player in Africa, could be the best right back in the world.
He's one of.
A man who can be best player in the world as a right back can't be the best right back in the world because he's African.
Reece James is by far the best right back in the world.
What has he achieved?
No, he's the best right. No,
isn't fitness
he's the
part
best
of
right
his?
back.
Oh, please. On what basis? What has Reece James won? Is he even the best player in England?
He's won everything.
Somebody's team has won Champions League. He's won the African Cup. What has Reece James won?
He's won
this year. The year in question.
He's won the Club World Cup.
I think let's relax the Reece James. He's great. That's but he's
take away your blue jersey.
Okay, so we move on to the White House, which is trending for a couple of reasons. Firstly, Cristiano Ronaldo, he visited the US President Donald Trump in the White House after a dinner. So there are plans in place for Portugal to play the US in a friendly in the United States before the World Cup. And of course, there are criticisms because Ronaldo has had issues of sexual assaults case against him, which has prevented him from playing in the United States since 2014. So people are criticizing Trump for meeting him and bringing. So the criticisms extend from Ronaldo to the Crown Prince of the Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, who also met Trump. He's been at the White House at dinner. I think he's been treated like a proper guest. And the Americans are not happy because of the killing of Jamal Khashoggi, who was a journalist, American journalist, a very strong critic of the Saudi administration, and he was assassinated in Saudi Arabia in 2018. So
in Saudi Arabia.
No, he was.
He was in Turkey or something.
He was in Turkey anyway.
So Saudi mission. Okay, Saudi, but under international law, you can say that if it was a mission, then that is strictly speaking Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but the Crown Prince is alleged to have been central in that assassination. So people are complaining about Trump inviting him and basically giving him a first-class treatment in the United States. Giving all that we know about the situation.
About the billions that they say they I think it's trillions also. He intends to invest in
the US, yeah.
Some America.
Yeah. Well, to tech news, and we've talked a lot about Australia banning social media for under 16s. Well, that ban is going to come into effect in December, on the 10th of December. But Facebook are making plans already to deactivate accounts of teens between 13 and 15 years old, because they have received texts and emails that their accounts will be deactivated unless they can prove with video selfie, government ID showing that they are older than they appear to be. So that ban is coming out in force. The accounts will be deactivated on the 4th of October in advance of that ban. So of course it's going to affect TikTok, YouTube, X and Reddit as well. The teens can save and download their posts they've already made, but after that they won't have access to their account.
What is the Ghanaian position? Minister for Communications, please, we need some action, some movement on this particular matter.
Okay, thank you. That was Show Me That Trends with Edwin.
Citi, I beg, fix me go betete Ghana. No gari, no oil, no plantain, just beans and eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no?
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, with the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, you fit get your own data and call packages. Fala! Made For Me bundles like the way you want them. That *530#, then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel. Connecting energies.
You looking for a bank to rely on? Let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Would we say to bank baby? No lie, only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause every time I know my money's safe, universal banking ain't in me here on the date. I'm a busy person, me no many time to wait. Now I got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt, they tell me office a chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best, I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west, everything is you first.
Nobody feed you, I'm like us, do I'm like us. First Bank we treat you first, treat you first. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509-551-609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
If you're hungry and you know it, OCM. OCM. If you're hungry and you know it, OCM. OCM. If you're hungry and you know it and you really want to eat. If you're hungry
Gram cereals. Comes in 3 varieties: wheat, oat, and rice.
Hello everyone, I am Sewami here. I love OCM, be it in the morning, afternoon, or evening.
Ready to eat?
This advert is FDA approved.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Is that not my daughter's picture and name on your school's billboard?
Oh, yes.
But why? Is that how things are done?
Oh, madam, but I thought you would be happy to see your child's picture on display by the school. She's a star.
Star for what? Look, take that billboard down right now. My child and I need to know when our personal information is being shared, how it is shared, and what it is used for in any organization. It is my daughter's personal space and her privacy matters. Why would you do that?
Madam, please, exercise patience.
Assert your privacy rights. Request erasure. Restrict the use of your information. You can give and withdraw consent to the collection, usage, and disclosure of your information from any organization. It's your rights. It's the law. Privacy is everyone's responsibility. To learn about your rights and more, visit www.dataprotection.org.gh or call 0256 301533. Remember, privacy is personal.
More Cerelac for your city. More goodness for your baby. What are we talking about? The new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch is the same great Cerelac you love, now in a convenient 300-gram pouch for easy refilling of your Cerelac tin. Get the new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch today to refill, save, and smile. More goodness, less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
No money and payday is 3 weeks away? How do I fix this? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
That was Dada Joe before he called Fafa.
Yes, Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers, offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required.
Promo is now extended to 31st December. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
There's no price like the ShopRite price. That's why we are committed to bringing you lower prices on all the essentials you need. Like 4.5 kg Abena Vietnam rice, only 84 cedis, 99 pesos worth, and 900 ml Phyto vegetable oil for just 37 cedis, 99 pesos worth. Never pay more than the ShopRite price. Prices valid until 23rd November 2025. Only at ShopRite.
I used to stress about where to receive my approach car and always used to doubt whether my friend has really sent it.
So I asked a friend of mine and he said his wife used to have similar challenges until she decided to receive money transfers from CBG.
Well, I can relate because now I receive my money from CBG. It's so simple, fast and secure with no delays and no hidden fees. And I must say, life is now feeling good.
Stay connected to your loved ones no matter where they are. With Consolidated Bank Ghana's money transfer services, you can receive money quickly and securely from abroad, whether through MoneyGram, Western Union, PayAngel, TransFast, UnityLink, RIA, EaseRemit, Thunes, TapTap Send, and TerraPay. Cash out your way any day with Consolidated Bank Ghana. Welcome to the good life. CBG, we stand with you.
We stand with you.
This is the City Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation. The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Just a mana, some tea, mana, papa, none of my missing there. And so what are you? When you about them from us and power. What me up? Sukway or trying, dear baby. Or trying, I made you my movie. I made you my son on and everyone there. I want to know what to feel. Nessa, I won't try you my money, yeah. Or trying, I made you my son. It's a day, I mean, once I see you go,
we're still we're discussing two articles. We've received one on a digital road traffic offense system that will eliminate bribery and centralize the money collection in a way that can be profitable to the state. We have another one on diet and advertising for baby foods. But before that, this is Paul Boateng endorsing an idea we've been pushing for many weeks.
It would be a great shame if African economies were to simply believe that the future lies in mineral extraction. There's been no country, the US, the UK, Europe, Korea, Vietnam, China, Japan, there's been no country that has achieved development without an agricultural, a green revolution too. And the reality is that we have paid, as a matter of, I'm the beneficiary of a Cocoa Marketing Board scholarship. My paternal grandfather was a cocoa farmer in Achimtafo. At the time he was farming cocoa in Achimtafo, there was a direct rail link between Tafo and Takoradi. Where is that now? Well, how are we supporting farmers? And supporting farmers not just simply in terms of building their capacity, in terms of seed, in terms of nutrients, but how are we developing the supply chain? How are we linking them to global and continental markets? And that requires intervention. Intervention, yes, from the Africa Development Bank. It requires a banking sector that is open to regulatory intervention to de-risk investment in support for agriculture and agricultural processing. And all of those things require young people to change their mindset in relation to agriculture. Look, when I was at school, as today, young people were not keen to go to farm. The fact of the matter is that we are not making the most of our agriculture because the generation of farmers is aging. We need young people to get back into agriculture, but also to see agriculture as a form of agri-entrepreneurship. So agricultural processing becomes something that is seen as a career opportunity. You know, in Kenya, they have something called coffee cadets. So this is young people who see the advantage to them in terms of livelihoods, not just simply of growing coffee, but actually of being baristas, of opening up coffee shops, of actually processing coffee. Let me give you an example, and it's happening in Ghana already. Young people are doing this. I had a drink the other day made in Ghana, made in Kumasi, comprised of mushrooms and ginger.
Wow.
Grown and processed in Ghana. An incredibly nutritious, organic drink. Now, you know, we should be saluting the young entrepreneurs who developed that particular drink. They need to be assisted in developing their plants and exporting that drink through Africa and indeed to the world. And the Africa Free Trade Area gives us that that opportunity, reducing tariff barriers and non-tariff barriers within Africa, but also aggressively marketing our produce, our processed produce to the wider world, and mobilizing local resources to do that, not simply relying on externals. Let me give an example. Niche Cocoa, excellent firm.
Yeah.
They are not only producing high quality chocolate in Ghana, they've opened up a factory in the United States.
Yes.
This is how we do it.
This is the example.
This is an example. This is how we do it. It can be done. And the role of government, our own role. Look, the individual choices we make as consumers. I don't understand why anybody would choose Indian rice or Japanese rice
over
Ghanaian rice. I mean, my own wife, who is from Barbados, whenever I come to Ghana, she expects me, or whenever she comes to Ghana, she expects me and us to return with Ghanaian rice.
Correct.
But the truth of the matter is, it's beginning to happen in our local shop in the UK. You can buy Shito. Ghanaian-made Shito. You can buy it in the UK, in the local shop.
That's progress.
Now, that is, and this is in one particular area where we spend some time in the countryside. This is not in London.
Okay.
You can count the numbers of black people in that village on one hand, but they sell Shito in the local supermarket. Now, what that means is that Ghana has something to sell that appeals to Western palates.
Wow.
And it is the job, it seems to me, of African consumers and African governments and African banks and financiers to get behind this generation of entrepreneurs. So
that was Lord Paul Boateng speaking yesterday on the point of view. Doesn't understand why people would spend money buying rice which is not grown in Ghana. Well, the good news is we will have a rice village at the Agri Fair, and you can buy all the rice you need for the year 2026. And it's going to be in various brand names, all made in Ghana. The Agri Fair 2025 is happening on the 28th and the 29th and the 30th of November at the Ifua Sutherland Children's Park. It's a whole day's event. We're urging families to come buy all the made in Ghana produce they want, taste some of the foods that will be on sale. There's going to be kebabs, there's going to be grills and all of those. Lots of fun for the kids. We have a vegetable coalition coming to sell carrots, lettuce. They're coming to sell cabbage. They're coming to sell tomato, onion, sweet pepper. We have a whole grain side, and there will be lots of livestock, rabbit, goat, sheep. There will be poultry, both fresh and frozen. And it's part of our effort to get Ghanaians to spend on what truly matters. So if you are passionate about Ghana, if you want to stock your house, your fridge, and your storeroom with the best quality produce, AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation, powered by Channel 1 TV and Citi FM, proudly sponsored by the Horticultural Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Gersel, Ghana Exim Bank, and Agri Impact. Now, let's wrap up with a couple of quick comments that you sent in on the first suggestion. But before this, receiving money from your loved ones abroad should never be complicated. With CBG Money Transfer Services, you enjoy a fast, secure, and convenient access to your funds abroad. Visit any of our branches to receive money from leading global partners, including Easy Remit, Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, Unity Link, Pay Angel, Transfers, TapTapSend, TerraPay, and Thunes. All you need is a valid national ID, a phone number, and transfer reference number, and will ensure a smooth, stress-free experience from start to finish. For inquiries, call 0302 216 000. That's 0302 216 000. Email talk@cbg.com.gh or reach our Facebook, Instagram, and X pages. Kickstart your day with the irresistible chocolatey goodness of Trisco, enriched with Enerfort, a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, vitamins C, D, iron, and more. At just 2 cedis, you can treat yourself, and your little ones to rich, delightful chocolatey taste of Trisco. Empower your dream. Simply mix with water, add milk, stir, and enjoy. We have the 20-gram sachet, the 400-gram sachet, and the 400-gram tin today. We're also talking about the Agri-Fair Clinic, where we're doing very, very intense but one-day trainings on 4 areas. For those who want to enter poultry, snail farming, fish farming, and piggery. If you want to register for those clinics, which are being organized in conjunction with the CSIR, Food Research, Crop Research, and Forest Research Institutes, call 0558 973 973. Those are the numbers: 0558 973 973. Register to learn a new skill that can start a new business. You can be your own boss, owning your own piggery, running your own poultry farm, doing your own snail farm, or doing your own fish farm. So it's happening at the sidelines of the Agri-Fair. So it's a celebration of agriculture, encouraging young people to enter, giving them the skills and tools they need, creating markets for our market people, essentially using media to do what is useful.
Remember that those who want to exhibit, the deadline for registration and paying properly is this Friday.
Tomorrow, the 21st. So if you have called us but you haven't made a payment, look, there's going to be a lot of people rushing to do this. So I want to urge you, make your payment today or tomorrow so you secure your space for the Agri-Fair. The November edition is going to be bigger than the June edition, and it's up. I feel like it's one of the most important things we've done in the year, bringing these farmers together, putting their products on the map, giving them airtime, essentially putting our money where our mouth is. We spend a lot of time analyzing and discussing issues in Ghana, but you cannot accuse us of not trying to solve the problems we've seen. Indeed, today is dedicated to some solutions. Can you read a few of the suggestions in relation to this road traffic system that my colleagues...
Bernard and Sky, this MTTD talk is a must, but for your information, we have a motor court in La. But as MP, well, it's true, we have a motor court there. Good morning, CBS team. As a nation, the Ghana card number should be the only form of identity for citizens, example for both private and public institutions, schools, nets, stadia tickets, car parks, TIN number, hospitals, etc., etc. Just as simple as that. Even car registration numbers. There is a short code in the Ghana in the card that is unique to each card, and this can be used for car numbers. The criminals will almost disappear. The Ghana card is like a CCTV camera. Ron Boo sent that through. Bernard and team, good morning. The ticketing and fine should be automated. Human elements must be eliminated. So the cameras we have installed should be used instead. Once you violate a traffic regulation, the camera takes a shot and sends it to a centralized system with the car number linked to the owner and deducted from an account. Elikem sent that.
No problem.
CBS, I was stopped here in Amsterdam for not having a backlight even as a tourist. I was fined 70 euros.
Wow.
They requested for my passport or an image of it and my address. We can make so much money in Ghana. We're just lacking the will to fight corruption.
70 euros, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dela from Kasua says, good morning.
Morning.
I don't think DVLA is interested in new technology. Earlier this year, I went to renew my roadworthy license. They said strictly they take only cash, no cards, no momo, no nothing. They quoted 2 different amounts to be paid for the same process before and after. They forced me to withdraw the funds. They can easily partner with government backed banks to go cashless. Good morning. So that...
Are you sure? So that DVLA insisted you should pay cash? I doubt this.
Good morning, Bernard.
DVLA, if you are listening, is it true that you force people to pay cash? That would be ridiculous.
Maybe an isolated
because even DVLA have banks within their institution that you are supposed to pay
the last time I went for a service, provision, they asked me to go and pay somewhere. The payment was done. I brought the...
Did you pay cash?
Yes, I think that at that time, yes.
They should be able to make you pay.
But I think they have other forms.
But by the way, we are not talking about DVLA here. The discussion we are having is about spot fines and a system to eliminate the human element of bribery.
Yes.
That's what we are saying. So please go.
But they don't take anything less than 100 cedis. They will tell you, do you know how much you will pay if they send you to court and how much they will get? Michael sent that from Barry. I think the best thing to do is to link the offense to the driver's license and the car. Once you don't pay, you can't renew your license. Isaac Ativo from Ashaiman. Bernard, there is a lingering issue. Some people, after buying a car, don't immediately effect the change of ownership. So one could be charged for another's offense.
Well,
Chris
so
from
change the
Tema.
ownership then. You know, the thing is, you see, this is what I'm trying to say. Your driver's license in your car. In the countries that do this well, there's a camera that takes a photo of your car number, and your car number is linked to a specific individual name. In our case, we don't know if the car numbers are linked directly to a mobile money number, but that can be done.
Yeah.
All right. Even if we want to do a second step, the police can just take a shot of your driver's license, put it in a system that can also generate the fine.
Yeah.
So for us, we are saying don't pay any money to a police on the spot or ever. And the state must make the money and use it to develop the collective. That's what we are trying to do. If you have any better idea on how to do it, why not? It's
Yeah.
an ideas market. We'll forward all this to the transport minister, and which other minister will use this stuff?
To have the interior ministry is also
Interior. So they can decide what to do with it. But I feel like this requires some leadership. Somebody needs to champion it. I think the DVL and the Road Safety Commission can work together on this if they really want to implement change.
Bernard, your direct Momo payment is good only to a point. It is possible that the car was being driven by someone else. NIA is also key to identifying the driver. In the UK, the initial fine is hefty, like 500 cedis. If you pay on time, it is reduced to, say, 100 cedis. If you default, the 100 cedi is doubled, say, every 2 weeks till you pay. Hello, Bernard. One thing which needs to be considered in relation to your suggestion is how to ensure that fraudsters do not initiate the Momo prompt and take advantage of people, tricking them to take them.
So let me make a last comment. You see, the problem with Ghana is that we celebrate things without actually using them to solve our problems. We say we have a digital economy. You have a Ghana card. You have a mobile money number. All right. You have a driver's license. Now we are saying we should link everything. What is our biggest problem in Ghana? We don't raise enough revenue. People are corrupt. A seriously functioning society should be thinking about how to link all these things to reduce the human element and raise revenue. Go to these assemblies. Their IGFs are very low, but there's so much indiscipline in the society. In certain countries, when you park your car at the wrong place, in less than 2 hours, somebody comes and you are paying money. You even pay to park your car in front of your own house.
Yes.
Because the space has been allocated, revenue targets must be met because we want to develop the collective. In Ghana, we don't pay. Partly because we don't trust the government. The government is also inefficient. So it's more efficient for all of us to pay to a central system for roads to be provided, water provided, than for all of us to get our own water. The reason you are suffering to buy water every day is that it's like if we all paid and Ghana Water provided water to your house, it's cheaper than you going to buy 70 Ghana cedis, 700 cedis a day. Apply that to any sector. So we shouldn't just claim we have built a digital economy and not be able to use it to deal with something as basic as collecting fines. In 2007, when I was in the UK, they were doing this. We are in 2025.
Bernard, you know,
think about it. 2007, 2008, 2009. They already do this. You drive through congestion. I'm sitting with a friend. We are in London. We drive through a certain part of London. He says, "Oh, I shouldn't have used this road." I said, "Why?" Congestion charge. It came on his phone.
Yeah.
And they deducted the money whilst I was sitting next to the guy.
Yeah.
In 2008. And we are here in 2025. And we are still talking about it's not going to work. Meanwhile, we say we've done, like, you know, like Sky, I always say that if you cannot use your knowledge to change your life, you don't know it. So stop telling me that you have a degree in IT, digital, coding. Build a system that solves a problem. And this is I'm saying, I'm sure there are so many people who can do it even cheaper than I'm suggesting. Will the politicians listen?
When it comes to road infractions,
It's just
people
sad.
make genuine mistakes, even though those genuine mistakes are not pardonable in the law. You understand? Sometimes the engineering is faulty. If listeners who are driving along the Gold House now are in traffic heading towards Kaukudi, you just look at the median. The flower in the middle has blocked a certain road sign. So if that road sign is for those who are coming from Kaukudi towards Gold House and they're supposed to be driving within certain speed limit or be taking certain directions, that is blocked. And so sometimes the road infractions that drivers commit are not really as a result of their fault. So even if you want to fine me for doing something that is wrong, it's fine. I want to do that. Police will stop you and say, wait, another colleague is going to come from the station, and you will go with him to the station to go and pay fine. And all
But
that frustration
you admit that even with the inefficiency within the road infrastructure, having a system which reduces the human element of the policeman's discretion is better. Number two, having a system which gives a proper record of the amount you pay to the state as against the individual police pocket is much, much better.
Absolutely.
I went to the UK a few months ago. I had an international driver's license. I wanted to drive. I spent a few days just testing the system to understand the route, because I know that in that country, driving infractions are highly
penalized.
You get, so we spent time just to map out the route and to get used to the system of driving in that country, so that you don't violate, because you know that when you violate, you don't have any big English to speak. The camera doesn't understand English. It will take your, do you understand? So if we build a system that can reduce human involvement, all the better. But even as we wait to do that, policemen need body cams. We have mobile money. We have said we have leapfrogged financial services with Momo. It started in Kenya. Sky, do you know that of all the banking assets in Ghana, banks have about 350 billion cedis in assets. A third of that is in Momo.
Yep.
Okay, so we are a very highly Momo economy. Why can't we use that to solve our problem? I don't think this solution is coming from Europe, because Momo is an African solution. So you don't need, so I'm not saying go and do the London type. London, they do direct debit because most people have bank accounts. So if you violate, the camera takes a shot and your bank account does the direct. But we have mobile money. So you use what you have to solve your problem. We can't go and use the UK version. Okay, mobile money penetration in Ghana is close to 100%. All right, I'm saying this on air publicly. This is not very complicated. And the guy who sent me this, it's even a simplified version he's giving me. There are many people listening to this program who can do this at even cheaper the cost.
Oh yeah,
it's just the will to do this. And I just want to urge DVLA. You are saying DVLA can do this?
Yeah, DVLA can.
DVLA, Road Safety Commission,
MTTD.
Authority, MTTD.
Because there's so much crash. Look, every day people die in road crashes in Ghana. A lot of it is indiscipline. If people know that they are being watched, if people know that they will be fined, it will reduce the level of recklessness.
You see, anytime I hear the president talk about reset, these are the things that I was expecting that coming in, he will run off with them, because the technology exists elsewhere. You can always sort of clone it, I'm using the word loosely, and then tweak it to suit the Ghanaian context, so that all of these issues can be addressed. Of course, there will be issues about data safety, data protection, and all of those things. But if we speak to the right people and we use the right people to develop it, it is possible that all of these problems will be mitigated substantially. Caleb spoke about how road infrastructure sometimes is not properly laid out, and then people get unfairly targeted. The truth is that is why the motor courts are there. So as we have said, if there is an issue or you contest a particular fine, you go to court and say that, well, at this particular site, you didn't see any board there saying ABC. So it will be in mitigation. So you understand.
We can't wait to fix all our roads to stop the carnage. If you say you are waiting to make sure your road is like UK level, you can never collect the fines. And you also have a developmental problem. One of the reasons why we don't develop is that public money goes into private pockets. People go to other countries and pay fines, and you see what the fine is doing for you. You pay a bribe, and the policeman uses the money to keep it for himself, and your road is bad. You get it? So we are contributing to our underdevelopment by perpetuating. Look, and people are insisting that DVLA now, they are insisting on cash.
Really?
Yes. Another person is
someone has actually sent an audio.
Why should DVLA?
That's wrong. That's problematic.
An audio to that.
That's problematic, because we saw what ECG has been able to do with the Momo, and how that propelled them into a higher realm of collection of their revenue. I think if this is actually the case, I think the new leadership at
I think we need leadership.
would have to rethink it.
Sometimes all you need is a leader for an institution like Transport Ministry or Road Safety Commission to say that we are going to make a difference, or DVLA to say that we are going to do our best with Ghana Card and Momo to change the regime, or MTTD boss to, I feel like the police themselves can get so much more money if they look. When we did the war against indiscipline, If those monies had been given to the Ghana police, Sky, we raised a lot of money.
Yeah.
Most people contested the offense, but when they got to court, realized that Charlie, it's not worth it. Just paid. Now, I think we don't even need to charge 200 cedis. If police are collecting 2 cedis, 10 cedis, charge people 50, 100 cedis. They'll pay. Okay? They will be more careful in driving. The police will make more money for the state, and we can use it to solve many, many problems.
And what the technology also does is that it records your offenses, and we can use that to put points or take points off your what do you call, license.
Development
so that it
doesn't
can be
come.
banned.
Mrs. Sky, let me say something. Development doesn't come because of time. As I said, when the UK in 2008, why are you doing this? We've had 15 years. We've not changed the system.
Much.
If we don't decide to do it now, people will come and take over the show in 10 years or whatever number of time. We'll still be talking about this. You know? So please, DVLA, Amaliba and Co. Charlie, there's a lot of opportunity. Let's stop. You know, Ghana, we like cameras. Let's go. We make a speech. We declare something. Do the work. Do the work. Let's eliminate police collecting money on our roads. Come up with a system that automates and makes it digital. It's a good thing. They'll stop writing that police is more corrupt. They'll stop every year anti-corruption. They say police are corrupt. Maybe it's just 5% of police officers collecting those monies. And those monies, if we collect it for the state, we can use it to buy you a better car to drive.
In fact, President Mahama can decide that, look, the expressway I want to build between Accra and
you can make it
Kumasi,
from fines.
I want to use the fines to build. It's possible.
I will put the police to better use too, because it's also dangerous to they themselves.
Our district assemblies, if they will be serious, I always say this, in advanced countries, parking, sanitation,
everything you want to do,
you will pay. You will pay to a point where in some places in your own house,
felling a tree, you pay.
If you park in front of your own house, you know they don't wall their houses.
Street backing.
So the street in front of your house belongs to the assembly. You will pay. It's serious. So you have to. So most people, if you live in the Western world, you can decide that I won't even buy a car.
You take your train.
Because if the cost of owning a car includes parking, and that parking is what is used to maintain the common areas. In Ghana, you are driving on road, the median is bushy.
Somebody has come to leave his car there
you will pay. All the streets are dirty.
Look at this at the Braka place.
You get it?
Have broken down.
So we haven't built a system that creates public good. We are still living private lives, and we will suffer and die for it. If you cannot pay people to sweep the street. Sky, there are so many low-hanging fruits for Ghana. We are appointing the wrong people in assemblies. We are appointing the wrong people who are not visionary, who are not determined. They are not interested in implementing change. They just want to sit there to receive greetings and be called honorable and acknowledge their programs.
Allah.
Do the work and change the system so that we can remember you after you are dead and gone.
Bernard, I went to ECG at Dodowa office for meter replacement. Their service was excellent. If it was terrible, I would have said same. So good job to ECG at Dodowa. Someone said that.
Okay.
Through.
Okay, now we are going to another article quickly. And that has to do with who wrote the article, by the way?
So it's an article on infant nutrition and commercial interest. It's written by Annette Imohi. She's a medical doctor and also a nutrition manager with UNICEF.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to read this article. Walking down the rows of shops in the vibrant Makola market, one of the largest markets in West Africa, I could not miss the hops displaying baby food and drinks in brightly colored packaging, small enough to feed a child for a meal and affordable for the busy working mother trying to stretch every cedi. These brightly colored tins and sachets promise to, quote, nourish the future. But behind the shiny packaging lie the troubling reality that many are loaded with sugar and salt and are mainly cereal-based, offering an undiversified diet with little more than empty calories to fuel the growing bodies and brains of Ghana's children. As more families rely on commercial complementary foods, are we unknowingly trading our children's nutrition for convenience and profit? An optimal infant diet includes exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months, followed by the introduction of complementary foods to provide additional nutrients for a rapidly growing child. 6 to 23 months is a critical window for physical growth and brain development, during which good nutrition is crucial for success. Yet in Ghana, only 23% of children aged 6 to 23 months achieve a minimum diverse diet, indicating that complementary foods are often lacking variety. Preparing nutrition and diverse meals for your young children can be challenging, both in terms of time and cost. As more women join the workforce, particularly in urban areas, caregivers increasingly turn to commercial complementary foods as a convenient solution that requires simply adding hot water to make a meal magically appear for their little ones. With the growing availability and affordability of these products, commercial complementary foods have become the preferred choice for many families. This growing reliance on commercial complementary foods mirrors broader global trends. Ghana represents a small but expanding segment of the booming global baby food industry, valued at over $109 billion in 2024, and projected to grow nearly 7% annually. A growing number of working women professionals, an increasing infant population rate, and innovations in infant products and packaging drive the rising demand. However, convenience often comes at a cost. A recent study across 5 West African countries on the nutritional value of processed complementary foods found that only 16% of the products assessed were nutritionally suitable for young children. The consumption of empty calories in these products drives both undernutrition and overweight or obesity, putting children at risk of non-communicable diseases in the future. Many caregivers are also victims of aggressive marketing for those products, which claim superiority in protecting child health and nutrition and promise future success. Whether you are in a trotro heading home from work and listening to a jingle on the radio, or stuck in traffic beside a billboard, you cannot miss the smiling faces of healthy-looking babies or the catchy slogans promising strong bones, bright minds, or future champions with unmatched athletic skill. The reality is that many of these products have little potential to meet these claims because they do not meet recommended nutrient compositions and often contain high quantities of added sugar and sodium. And that's according to Khosravi et al. 2023. Many products on the market are not correctly labeled, and their actual nutritional content differs from the label. Ghana has legislation to regulate such marketing of infant foods, but monitoring and enforcement of this policy are weak. Without active monitoring and penalties, manufacturers and distributors continue to mislead caregivers and profit from it while undermining the government's efforts to protect and promote optimal infant and young child feeding. She goes on to talk about the policy landscape. There's room to improve the policy landscape by setting standards for complementary foods and tightening the food labeling laws. Mexico, for example, instituted front-of-pack nutrition warning labels in 2020 and has demonstrated early success with implementing this initiative. I continued my walk through the market and I noticed the shelves heaving with the weight of baby food brands imported from France, the United Kingdom, the United States, and more. The environmental costs of producing and transporting these milk and cereal-based products across the continent or across continents are enormous, undermining global efforts to reduce emissions. Supporting local producers in developing nutritious, climate-friendly complementary foods using locally available produce would advance President Mahama's vision of transforming Ghana from an import-dependent to an export-driven economy. This approach benefits children, the planet, and Ghana's economy.
Can you repeat that part?
So, supporting local producers in developing nutritious, climate-friendly, complementary foods using locally available produce would advance President Mahama's vision of transforming Ghana from an import-dependent to an export-driven economy. This approach benefits children, the planet, and Ghana's economy.
Wonderful.
Commercially produced complementary foods are not bad at all. In fact, it has excellent potential to provide nutrient-dense foods for children whose tiny bellies crave quality over quantity. However, to achieve this goal, producers must prioritize locally available diverse produce, climate-friendly production methods, and compliance with national standards and regulations. As I leave the Makola market, with the sun beginning to set, the colorful packages on my mind remind me that the first 1,000 days of life are too important to leave to marketing slogans. We must protect children's fundamental rights to nutrition by prioritizing national progress over profits. It requires a system-wide approach. The government must set the standards and enforce nutrition labeling. Local producers must rise to meet them with quality, diverse foods. And as citizens, we must demand better for our children, not just convenience, but good nutrition. Happy World Children's Day. Apparently today is World Children's Day.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Two points of concern. The first being that a lot of these foods don't necessarily do what they promise, because it says that it's like some. As you quoted one research about the claims and the possible.
The Krosavi et al. 2023.
Yeah, and also talks about the loophole that the Food and Drugs Authority may not be enforcing strict labeling and also linking claims to real possible outcomes. So that seems to be a regulatory issue there, because the marketing works with the regulation, right? When we read an advert, we are told this advert is FDA approved. So is the FDA actively approving or passively approving? Are they basically approving because you go through some motions and then they say, well, it's okay, or they are actively monitoring usage patterns, asking scientists to do further research, taking samples of products and doing tests? And do you understand what I'm saying? So that it's an active process of saying, even though we've approved you to make this advert and claim, in the year's time we'll come back and say we feel like this product claim is not the best or whatever. So that's point number one. Then point number two, around the local alternatives, more healthy diets. So busy families, it's difficult to sit and cook normal akacha and put all the things inside. So you're buying this and you're just pouring it for your child. There's also a question of the agency of the parent. Preparing your own baby's food using the ingredients and making it fresh is always better. But if you're a working parent, it's difficult. So there's a middle ground.
Time and cost.
Yes. So I think there's a lot of things going on in this article. The role of parents, the role of regulators, the role of media, and the role of the companies themselves. The companies must be responsible in the way they advertise and the claims they make. I also think the role of scientists and research in checking some of these things, because she quoted a research that says over the long term, some of the children who feed on these things may even develop other problems.
Obesity.
In certain countries, when these researches are done, they are published and seriously discussed. Here, number one, research doesn't even have money to do this type of test because there's no money to do the research. And when there's even money to do research, the research is doing research on what interests the person who pays you the money. Okay, and because these commercial interests have so much money, they may not even have the research put out to show that there's an adverse effect of these products on people. Also, the FDA needs to be a bit more proactive in its public education, and some of the labeling issues must be dealt with more frontally. If somebody makes a claim on a package, the FDA must actively certify it. It looks like now there's a lot of passive, oh, it's okay to run. Okay, then of course I come back to the issue of local alternatives. I think there's an opportunity for locally packaged, smaller, because the thing is, commercialization has to be standardization. Standardization means that you may have to compromise on certain types of quality. Okay, so when you go to things like This Is Ghana, you see some of the people who do baby food packages. It's richer because they don't have a need to produce 20,000 bottles. They are able to put much more health in a bottle. I've seen people who've used soya and other things to create authentic baby
whole
foods
grains
in Ghana.
and fruits, etc.
They go to the corn mill themselves, they grind it themselves. They don't use too many chemicals. Okay, that means that it may not last for 10 years, but at least you can use it within a window of a month and do a fresher one. So there's all these trade-offs you have to make.
On that, I have a small disagreement.
Okay,
I don't think the commercialization necessarily, if we have the right enforcement, would mean that we cannot source locally produced cereals, grains, fruits, etc. It comes back to regulation. If the regulator is doing his job, then a lot of these big companies can source locally. Small companies producing some of these baby food can also scale up, but still follow the standards.
What I agree with you. What I'm saying is that sometimes when you want to preserve a product, so let me give you an example. If I buy pineapples and I blend them and I give them to you to drink fresh, it may not last for more than a week. I can go and buy a pineapple juice produced in South Africa, which has a preservative and has concentrated sugar, which can last for 6 months. Now, the business model of blending pineapple to drink every week, it's not something that large companies may want to do, because
but some companies are doing it right here and making good money. They produce
like
the
Blue
fruits
Skies.
exactly, and in a week.
No problem. But not everybody's Blue Skies. What I'm saying is that we should also encourage, because it's smaller companies can do healthier foods, which have a shorter shelf life, which move quicker.
Artisanal. Yeah.
So, for example, the guy who used to bring us the juice guy.
Juice guys.
He brings the juice and it's fresh 1 or 2 days. He does another one next week. Okay. As against a whole container of imported juice from South Africa, which has a lot of, and by the way, the preservatives preserve the juice, but they may also damage you in future. That's what I'm trying to say. So we also need to buy local, and buy local means that sometimes you can tell the juice guy, bring me twice a week, fresh. You understand? As against going to a big supermarket and buying a whole carton and keeping it for 6 months. It's part of the conversation. The preference
the
of
individual taste and preference.
In the Western world, you pay more for organic because people are becoming more conscious of health. It's based on understanding that sometimes commercial interests and mass production sacrifices authentic organic food. Do you get me? So the article touches many things.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that most of the time when we do these discussions, we call on duty bearers, which is very important. But the listener also has agency. All right? What you choose to feed your family. Sky can decide that he will go to the market, buy corn, roast it, send it to Nika, mix it in a blend, put it in a bottle, and then he will do a cereal for his children every day. It may cost him more, but that's his decision. Not everybody can do it. So we do both. We make sure that whoever is producing en masse for all of us doesn't shortchange us, but we also encourage people to be very active in the decisions they make about what they buy. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not saying like commercial is always bad, but they sacrifice certain things because they have to make money. So who wrote the article again?
So it's Annette Imohi. She's a medical doctor and also a nutrition manager with UNICEF.
Wonderful.
Within the public health space, I mean, it's roundly educated.
And just related to that, I have an article before me. I have a research paper before me in 2020 that has. I'm reading a sentence from it that is very important yet worrying. It says analysis. I'm just going to the abstract and just pick a part from it. It says 16 studies with combined sample size of 29,160 were included in the review. Analysis indicates that approximately 19% of children in Ghana either have obesity or are overweight. The prevalence of childhood obesity and overweight was 8.6% and 10.7% respectively. Although not significant, higher obesity and overweight, this is around 11% versus 7%. Prevalence were estimated for females than for males. There are significantly higher obesity prevalence estimates in rural settings than in urban settings. The higher prevalence of childhood obesity and overweight estimated in this review is of worrying concern. It is a significant public health problem that has implications on the health of present and future generations in Ghana, and as such calls for proactive measures be put in place.
Wonderful.
So it's titled Childhood Obesity and Overweight in Ghana, a Systematic Review and Meta-Analysis. And the authors, Prince Kweku Akowa and Emmanuel Kobia Akwa.
And don't forget that now, these lifestyle diseases are not the preserve of the rich. Now, poorer communities actually suffer this because there's a lot of fake, imported, substandard packaged products that poorer people feed on. So in the past, we used to think that poorer people didn't have lifestyle diseases. They had only communicable diseases. We have a double disease burden where now, actually, if you don't have money, you are more likely to buy something which is less nutritious. So it's a change in mind we need to have, which is why this report is important. That this obesity is actually even occurring more among rural people because they also are exposed to these products, which may even be smuggled into the country, labeled in a different language, and they use it as an alternative to something that is more expensive to buy. So it's another important aspect of the discussion we shouldn't forget.
A number of papers I've been reviewing over the last few weeks have also dealt with how wheat, for instance, is preserved. And in the course of preserving it, they are sprayed with all kinds of chemicals. Now, the residual chemicals then become a problem for you, the person consuming either bread or those other things that are produced.
Pastries.
Exactly. So the problem is much bigger than we think. That's why our good friend Kojo always says that God will not put you at a place and will not give you food that you should ideally be eating within that ecosystem.
True.
So the idea of always relying on imports, it's become
it's too much.
The go-to food for many people. That everything imported is what they want to consume.
Let's change our minds.
Yes, we have Tom Brown. In those days, you take like you said, you roast the corn yourself. Take it, mix it with pepper, other things. We call it, hot. Pepper is inside. They add ginger. They add all kinds of things.
It's nice, Papa.
Yes, you go and mill it. When you mill it, the scent is great.
Charlie.
But these days they say Cerelac, this and that. Anyway, I don't want to mention brands. Forgive me.
Anyway, we'll take a short break. When we come back, there's more. Stay with us.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
First impressions matter. Make yours unforgettable with the irresistible scent of Princess Body Mist and Roll-On. Designed for every lady who wants to leave a lasting impression wherever she goes. And for our gentlemen, there is Style Up Perfume and Roll-On. Elevate your presence with a confident, masculine fragrance that keeps you dry and fresh all day. Because your fragrance should speak before you do, use Princess Body Mist and Roll-On and Style Up Perfume and Roll-On. Your daily essentials for smelling good from dawn till dusk. Princess and Style Up. Smell good and feel great together. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank account too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you are abroad.
One ticket could turn your one Ghana cedi into 500 times more, and the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together, because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
OCM. If you're hungry and you know it's OCM. OCM. If you're hungry and you know it's OCM. If you're hungry and you know it and you really want to eat. If you're hungry and you know it, OCM. OCM. If you're hungry and you know it, OCM. OCM. If you're hungry and you know it, OCM. OCM. If you're hungry and you know it and there's nothing in the fridge. If you're hungry and you know it, OCM. OCM. Yo yadi so, yo yadi so, yo yadi so. OCM cereals comes in 3 varieties: wheat, oat, and rice.
Hello everyone, I am Sewami here. I love OCM, be it in the morning, afternoon, or evening.
Ready to eat?
This advert is FDA approved.
No money and payday is 3 weeks away? How do I fix this? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
That was Dada Joe before he called Fafa.
Yes, Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required.
Promo is now extended to 31st December. T's and T's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Looking for a university that truly sets you apart? Academic City University Accra offers world-class undergraduate degree programs in engineering, business, informatics, and communication arts. And that's not all. Now introducing master's degrees designed to equip you with industry-relevant skills and global leadership capabilities. Study on a modern campus, learn from international faculty, and gain hands-on experience that sets you apart in today's job market. With over 15 student ventures launched and graduates thriving in top roles across Ghana and abroad, Academic City University is where future-ready leaders are made. Call now 0262-693-870. That's 0262-693-870. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders.
Sankofa, pepper soup where you know pepper sankofa, sankofa pepper powder, a shishi raw. Sankofa pepper powder, sankofa pepper powder, sankofa pepper powder.
FDA, Aji Ejadi Nkrato Yatum.
Have you imagined buying a house on an interest-free plan and getting a car for free? Well, Afro Arab Properties, best known for building the most affordable quality homes, has hit another milestone of rewards. Are you looking for your dream home today? Afro Arab Properties will definitely show the way. These homes are in 1, 2, 3, and 4-bedroom options located at Manet Spintex, East Legon Hills, Santor, Ashalibotre, Tema Community 25, Old Ningo, Amasaman, Apollonia, and more. Even better, you have a 5-year payment plan without interest. And the big one, purchase a home from some Afro Arab Properties projects and get an electric car for free. Yes, an electric car that can go 300 kilometers on a full charge. So don't miss this big offer from Afro Arab Properties. Just call 055-175-3231 or 0244-109-133. Terms and conditions apply. Afro Arab Properties. At Afro Arab, everyone can buy a house.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
(20 minutes past 9). We have a lot to come up. People of Ghana, prepare yourselves. This is no ordinary Black Friday. This is the Black Friday that refuses to end. And as the cedi rises against the dollar, Electroland Ghana Limited is dropping prices even more. From now to end of December, visit any Electroland showroom or authorized dealer for massive Black Friday deals on Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO appliances, smart TVs, fridges, ACs, washing machines, cookers, microwaves, small kitchen appliances, and more. Plus, the Ultimate Achedia Kessia promo continues. Buy anything and enter Electroland Ultimate Achedia Kessia draw. More gifts, more surprises, more joy. Call 0503 157 159 739. 0503 159 739 or visit electrolandgh.com. Happy Global Customer Service Week from all of us at Omni Basic Bank. To our valued customers, thank you for choosing us. To our beautiful, dedicated team, you make service excellence mission possible every day. Have a beautiful week from us at Omni Basic. Call 030 70 86 000. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Next time you're flying from Accra, why don't you fly better with Emirates? Everything's taken care of. The food is great, the entertainment is on point, and the service is absolutely fantastic. With over 200 dedicated kids and family channels, from CBBS and Nickelodeon to Disney Classic, it's non-stop fun all the way for your little explorers. With daily flights, you can now enjoy more convenience and flexibility to over 150 destinations globally. Find out more at emirates.com. All right, so the horticulture business platform is here to talk to us about the importance of smart technology in farming. Barnabas Apom is the project coordinator. He's here to talk to us. Good morning, Barnabas.
Good morning, Bernard.
Welcome to the program. How are you?
Thank you very much.
So who or what is the horticulture business platform?
Okay, so the horticulture business platform is an initiative by the Dutch Embassy with the support of Ghana Netherlands Business and Culture Council, basically to bring together businesses that are within the horticulture sector and more or less support them so that they can start doing things more formalized and then also find new ways of serving their target markets.
Wonderful. So roughly how many businesses are in the
So the
platform?
horticulture business platform is open to all SMEs that are in Ghana that are willing to work with us. Currently we have over 240 that have signed up to be members, and what we do is to support them and then also organize events that will promote their businesses and more or less encourage them to be full members where they will pay to be part of our package which we have.
And what kind of products do they produce?
So it varies. We have off-takers who are, mainly off-take from most of the farmers, fruit and vegetable. Eden Tree, who's also supposed to be here, she off-take a lot of fruits and vegetables, and then she serves most of the supermarkets across Ghana. And there are some who also aggregate and export.
Wonderful.
So mainly fruits, vegetables, and then also ornamentals and spices.
Why is it important to adopt smart technology in farming?
That's a very good question. If you look at how urbanization is taking place, there's a lot of development, and our cities are becoming much more occupied where there's no space. However, we need to produce organically. We need to produce healthy foods. I think in your interview this morning, we were talking about, some of the differences in terms of the small businesses that produces locally and then those that import internationally. So you see that when it comes to space, we are kind of lacking space. But then there is a lot of technologies out there where with a very small space, you can actually produce and even increase your yield. The Netherlands have shown that. The Netherlands, when talk about their mass in terms of their land mass, it's like 4 times. If you divide Ghana into 4, it's like one out of that 4. And they are the second when it comes to production of the vegetables and fruits in the world, second to United States. So we want to learn from those technologies and improve upon the production and use modern technologies to get things done right.
It seems as if there's an insistence on adopting excellence in quality mark in the food industry. Talk to me about that.
Okay, so I mean, you could notice that when we are exporting outside, there are so many restrictions and so many standards that need to be met. But then when it comes to locally, food that are on the market, you can see that very, very little attention is given to that. I mean, it's like we export all the good things and then the bad things, we leave that in Ghana. That is not supposed to be so. We also deserve to eat good and quality food. So it is very important. That's why, I mean, one of our members, that is Green Label, they kind of champion in terms of local certification. So we are supporting to see how can we get the food that we also have on our table to be at the right quality, so that what is not well produced should not be consumed by us.
So for now, usually it's when people are exporting that they look for all these certifications.
Exactly.
And you're saying that we need to also have that for local shelves.
That is what we are promoting.
And this will be all types of food. All types of produce.
Mainly, if you look at, I mean, the vegetables that we consume, mostly you don't cook them. I mean, for instance, if it is lettuce and all that, very little is done when, I mean, before consumption. You clean it, but then you don't really do them through any process. So we think that the standards need to be right. They need to produce with the right chemicals, the right dosage, and then the right practices, so that people will find that whatever they are consuming, they are consuming the right things. And that standards needs to be pushed. And that's why we are kind of advocating for us all.
You know, we're having the Agri-Fair on the 28th, 29th, and 30th. Will you be there, and what should we expect?
Yes, definitely. Actually, the HBP, which is a membership business platform, is always interested in where its members are interested in. And last year, those that participated, they were so excited because they outsold all the products they brought. Eden Tree is an example. If she was here, she would have said it. She has to restock about 2 times within those 3 days. And we also got a lot of traction, even though we've been doing this for some time. Partnering with Channel One really gave us a lot of mileage and a lot of exposure. So that is the reason why we continue to
encourage
to be part of this relationship, and then to be able to get people to come and exhibit what they have. So yeah, we are going to be part, and we are encouraging our members. We are currently bringing 40.
40,
yes, for our members.
Producing what?
Mainly fruit, vegetable farmers. I mean, it cut cross. We also have input dealers.
Wow.
I can also talk about the Netherlands government in Ghana. They are doing the Netherlands embassy. They are supporting the project we called the seed partnership project. They noticed that in Ghana, when it comes to seeds for the planting, is a major problem. So a number of companies, about 14 of them, have come together to set up a consortium where they are trying to address the problem of seeds. So there are a lot of seed companies that are also in to show people that there are very, very good seeds that we can use to produce and then get the right output. So those are some of the companies that will be exhibiting on that.
Wonderful. Thank you, Barnabas, for being on the program. He's the project coordinator for the Horticulture Business Platform, Barnabas Apom. How can people get in touch with the Horticulture Business Platform? A business listening wants to be part. How do they get in touch?
So it's very simple. Just go online. Just Google HBP Ghana, or just search on Facebook HBP Ghana, and just send us a message. You see all our contacts in there. My number is 0245 379944.
All right.
Or you can just send us a message and we'll reach out to you.
Thank you very much, Barnabas.
Thank you very much.
Coming up next, we'll be speaking to friends from the medical fraternity with some very important conversation about diabetes. And later on, old students of the University Basic School Legon are celebrating an important anniversary. They'll be joining us to talk about that as well. But Christmas in Ghana is always a blast. The family gatherings, the jollof that just hits right, the warmth, the laughs, and of course, all those Christmas movies. It's happiness all around in this festive season. Make family time even more exciting with Go TV, your happy place. There's something for everyone. If you love your local content and seeing your favorite Ghanaian actors, Aqua Magic is there for you with shows like Masasi and Apofe and more. For kids, there's more fun to be had with Paw Patrol and the tricks of SpongeBob SquarePants. And for football lovers, nothing beats the thrill of watching all the mouth-watering clashes from the big European leagues on Super Sports. Now, this festive season, GoTV is truly a happy place. Pay your subscription today. Dial star 759 hash to stay connected and enjoy non-stop entertainment. Did you know that ABSA custody services safeguard your investments across 100 plus global markets and secure systems, trustee compliance, and personalized support? You get peace of mind while focusing on growth. For more information on how to secure assets with confidence, speak to our relationship manager or visit absa.com.gh today. That's how we invested in your story. Your story matters, ABSA. And have you heard receiving money from abroad can be cheap and fast with Zoom? You know that feeling when you're waiting for money and it takes forever? Well, we know that, but with Zoom, a PayPal service, your family and friends can send money from the US and other countries straight into your mobile wallets in minutes. And guess what? With zero Zoom transfer fees on eligible transfers. It's fast, it's safe, and it works. So next time you're sending money, or next time they're sending you money, tell them to send it with Zoom. All right, so the month of November has been dedicated to thinking, talking, and treating diabetes. I have Dr. Princess Mensah, a physician specialist, and Dr. Matilda Emisa, a physician specialist, joining us to talk about diabetes as a commemoration. Ladies, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Thank you.
Wonderful. You are wearing t-shirts with World Diabetes Day 5-kilometer health walk. What is all that about?
Yeah, so this is actually the organization we are part of, which is the Diabetes Endocrine and Metabolic Society of Ghana. That's DEMSOC.
Kai.
Yes.
Diabetes Endocrine
and Metabolic Society of Ghana.
Okay.
DEMSOC.
So you are the ones pushing this thing.
Yes.
All right. So
Championing it.
why is diabetes a big thing, and why are you celebrating or commemorating it?
Okay, so diabetes is a big thing because we are seeing increasing numbers of patients coming in with diabetes and complications of diabetes. And now we are seeing it's always been across different ages, but it's more prominent now. So then we want to bring awareness to the issue of diabetes here.
So which aspect of it do you want to bring awareness to? The causes, the treatment, or the what?
So for the causes, first of all, they are largely there are different types of diabetes, but I want to focus mainly on the two types there. Type 1 and the type 2.
Correct.
The type 1 is from autoimmune causes. Autoimmune means your body is fighting itself. But today we'd focus on the type 2 because those are that's the kind that we can prevent with lifestyle changes and modification. So yes, we want to bring awareness to type 2, the complications, how they present, and then how we manage moving forward.
So what is type 2 and what causes type 2 diabetes?
Okay, so for the type 2 diabetes, currently is the commonest that we have. Over 90% of all diabetes patients is usually the type 2 that they have. Initially, we used to see it in adults, so people aged more than 40 years, but now we are picking it up in our children. And just before we came to the show, you read an article about the nutritionist and the food we are giving to our children now. With the increasing prevalence of obesity in our children now, and lots of them are getting the type 2, which would have seen in the older population.
Children.
And the type 2 diabetes, how it comes about is your body is not really responding to insulin. Insulin is what drives metabolism, metabolism, and it pushes your your glucose, which we get from every food that we eat. It pushes this glucose into your cells so that they can use it to give you energy. So you are producing the insulin all right, but your body is not responding to the insulin. So what happens is your sugar level is high in the blood, and this high level of sugar level in the blood is what causes the complications that comes about. Yes.
So how do you prevent type 2 diabetes?
Okay, so prevention, we want to educate about the symptoms first, so that before you even get to prevention, you should know that when you get symptoms of increased urination, increased thirst, increased frequency of eating, and for some patients, weight loss, that should ring a bell in your head that this is not normal.
Okay.
Now, for the prevention, lifestyle modification is key. Activity, we should be more active in our daily, we sit a lot we are all culprits of that. We sit a lot, we don't really go for strolls at night. It's little things that we can do to increase our cardiovascular activity. So choice of foods we eat. Now we've prioritized the fast foods and the fried foods and things, but those things are things we should look at.
eat more healthy. And before, I mean, there was an interview on the horticultural thing before,
Yeah.
so we're all promoting healthy diets,
Yeah.
exercise, less sedentary lifestyle, cessation of smoking,
Mm-hmm.
cessation of alcohol drinking.
So these are the things that
These are the
increase.
things
Is that what we
increase-
call the risk factors?
Yes, the risk factors.
Mm.
Because you can even develop these things even without risk factors. So when you add on the risk factors, you're
Smoking,
actually increasing
drinking,
exactly.
a lot of processed sugar,
Exactly.
lack of exercise.
Yes.
Exactly.
All will move you towards the diabetes.
So those are what we
side.
call the modifiable risk factors.
Modifiable risk
So
factors.
You can do something about it.
You
Okay.
have the non-modifiable ones like increasing age. There's nothing you
Oh,
can do about it.
mm.
So older people are at a higher risk of the type 2 diabetes.
Mm.
Ethnicity or your race is seen in more of Africans
Oh,
compared to
the devil is a
Western.
liar.
Yes, please. So those are the things you can, and if you have a family history of diabetes, it increases your risk of diabetes. That
You
one,
mean diabetes is more prevalent in people of African descent?
Yes.
Even if you don't eat the foods that cause diabetes.
Yes.
Oh, somebody. To be
That's
a
what they
black
say,
man.
beneath the brain.
I tell you. Wow.
So-
So all these are risk factors that
those
you
are
can
the non-modifiable.
non-modifiable, but
So
the
what we
modifiable are the lifestyle,
exactly
the
one
eating.
you can do something about
Mm.
so that you prevent yourself from getting the diabetes.
All right. So are you saying eating more natural foods is better, like vegetables and fruits, as against
Yes.
say like packaged
Yes, but
biscuits and
everything
stuff?
in moderation, because
Okay.
I think the misconception is that diabetes is from sugary foods or high carb
It's
foods.
not?
But every food turns into
Oh.
a form of sugars when
So
digested.
it's fasting in kwa.
No, not to say to fast all the time, because that has its repercussions, but generally everything in moderation. We are not discouraging people from having a comfortable or enjoyable lifestyle, but everything in moderation.
All right. So you're saying that in this month we are talking about lifestyle modification that can help reduce your risk factors. You're saying kids are also getting diabetes, should be more mindful of that as well. Where can I get more information about diabetes, and where can I get help? Assuming I notice I have some symptom, I feel tired all the time, I'm drinking too much water, I'm urinating too many times. Where do I go? Who do I talk to?
All right. So for starters, we encourage people to have annual screenings.
All right.
So everybody, your annual screening, you check your blood sugar level,
Right.
you check your kidney function, your liver function.
Mm.
If you're having these symptoms, any polyclinic, any facility close by, you can go there.
Mm.
Just inform them about the symptoms you're having. They do
Okay.
the test for you.
Mhm.
You can even go to a pharmacy. Some of the pharmacies have the glucometer.
Ah, yeah, okay.
They can do that for you. There are levels they look at. If
Mhm.
you've not eaten in the morning and they check and you're going above 7,
Mm.
it's a red flag. So you'd
Mm.
have to visit. If
Amazing.
you've eaten and you go and they check it's going about 11,
Mm.
it's also a red flag. You'd have to come to the hospital for follow-ups.
Amazing.
So these are, yes.
So beyond the 14th, which was the day, what else are you doing for World Diabetes Month?
So we are currently doing health screenings.
Okay.
We'll be going to Mokola Market, and we're
Right.
also targeting our schools.
Mhm.
So for next week, we are going to Sacred Heart GSS.
Mhm.
We are going to Ministry of Health Basic School.
Mhm.
Then we'll also go to Accra Academy School.
Mhm.
As I said, we are seeing a lot more increasing prevalence of the type 2 in our
Mhm.
young population. So
Mhm.
the emphasis is on them,
Mhm.
to educate them, to screen them, to
Mhm.
catch them young,
Mm.
and also prevent them
Is it
from
treatable?
going- It's manageable.
It's manageable. It doesn't. I thought some diseases when you get them early, you can treat it early or something.
No, so for the type 1, that's manageable.
Mhm.
Type 2 is also manageable, but you can be treated into remission,
Mm.
meaning that with adequate lifestyle, adequate diet, your sugar levels can be well controlled, and then we can take you off any other. But at the same time, even if you are taking you off medications, the lifestyle control has to be
All right.
continued. Yes, it's not a 3-month procedure; it's a lifetime thing, lifestyle. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Speaking to doctors from the Diabetes and Endocrine Metabolic Society of Ghana, aka DEMSOG. DEMSOG. Dr. Princess Mensah, a physician specialist, and Dr. Matilda Emisa, also a physician specialist. And basically, you need to take control of your diet, your lifestyle, your rest, your exercise, and let's all make diabetes manageable. Thank you, ladies, for being on the program. Taking a short break. When we come back, we'll be speaking to my alma mater, University Basic School, and it's a big anniversary launching this weekend. Stay with us. We have your comments as well.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
From Kumasi to Takrady, from Accra to every corner of Ghana, Royal Foam is giving you a reason to smile, stretch, and say, wow! Wow! Royal Foam proudly presents the Royal Wow promo. Get ready for a massive mind-blowing discount from 10% all the way up to 50% off. Saving more on your favorite Royal Foam comfort products. That's right. Lunar Sofas, a whooping 50% off. Beds, 30% off. Ajinkra L-shaped sofas, 30% off. And yes, Royal Foam mattresses, 10% up to 20% off. True comfort, true style. Now at prices that will truly make you smile. But hurry, these deals won't last forever. Visit any Royal Foam showroom or any of our outlets nationwide. Calls on 020-227-1000 and 050-922-7042 today. Your piece of real comfort is here. Royal Foam. Rest assured, it's the Royal Wow promo.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangerine. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
It's time to take the next step toward your dreams. Admissions are now open for our January 2026 intake at Lancaster University, Ghana. Experience world-class education, global opportunities, and an unforgettable experience right here in Ghana. For more information, contact us at +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Apply today and begin your journey to success with Lancaster University, Ghana. Your future starts now.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
The Kakamutobi come out in the festive season and they are as scary as our bills. But we don't want to miss out on parties, family and festivals. Whether you say Akwaba, Maraba, Wezo or Obake, EcoBank says tap into fives in the 5-star enjoyment promo. Be one of 10,000 lucky winners when you deposit multiples of 400 Ghana cedis or take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to win up to 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes. 1-year insurance cover, gift vouchers and more. That's not all. Use your EcoBank card, mobile app, USSD or POS to transact and enjoy up to 15% discount. Tap into vibes with EcoBank. T's and C's apply. Bill shouldn't scare you. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
EcoBank will never call or text asking you to verify sensitive information like your PIN, Ghana card or bank card information. Pay better attention to details.
Hey Ghana, the lights are going off again, but this time for good reason. Melcom Blackouts deals are here. From November 13th to 30th, prices go dark and savings shine. Visit your nearest Melcom store today. Melcom, your #1 shopping destination. Terms and conditions apply.
You don't say Premier League no get size. The passion, the goals, hey, it a be rough. And DSTV is giving premium customers the chance to watch a Premier League game live. All you need to do is to keep your DSTV premium subscription active from now till 15th December. Dial *759# and stand the chance to watch your favorite star play before your very eyes. This promo is brought to you by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. T's and C's apply. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
My walk through the valley of the shadow of darkness and me with her.
It's 9:45 on the City Breakfast Show, and our friends from University Primary School or University Basic School. If you entered late to talk about a big thing, it's a whole bunch of people. Some were my seniors, some are my mates, some were my juniors. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So please introduce yourselves in the year you finished the school and your nickname when you were in the school. The nickname has weakened some people. Adole, start.
Good morning once again to your listeners.
Yes,
my name is Ayite Ayi, 1995 year group.
Yes, please.
No nickname.
Were we in the same class?
Yeah, we're in
class
6B.
Yes.
I know you even sat in front of me, with
you and James Ayite were sitting in front of us.
Yeah.
You know, Mrs. Usubana used to arrange us based on your level of performance. So the first row, Randolph Rodriguez and Sawina Mbaji, the people.
Exactly.
So after the first lane, me and Inu Akutia were
yes.
10th and 11th or something.
Yeah.
So Ayite and James were always ahead of us. So we've been hustling for long time. Yeah, so you are
Senam Kwashi.
Senam Kwashi.
Yes.
When did you finish?
2000.
2000.
Y2K.
Y2K year group.
Shout out to my year group.
Yay. I see. We'll talk about your favorite teachers later.
Okay.
You are
Emily
Owusuba.
Think about the
Yeah, you finished in
1994.
1994.
Yes.
You did JSS in 94.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
It means you entered SS in 97.
You
finished SS in 97.
Correct.
You are not a small girl at all. And you are?
Yeah, I'm Julian Edinkwa.
All right.
I completed 2004.
It's not too bad. 2004. At the time, was it still UPS or UBS?
Still UPS.
UPS.
We don't do basic stuff.
I see. When did the name change to UBS?
I think quite.
My year group. Yeah.
So you come and talk to me.
Hi, I'm Akosia Yoboajmenja,
Okay.
and I completed 2014.
2014. Okay. So it means 2013, 2014 was when the name changed.
Yes.
To basic school.
Yes.
And you are?
I'm Naboko Bote. I also completed 2004.
Naboko Bote. Charlie, I like the name. All right, so Aite, tell me, why are you guys here? What's happening?
Yes, so the University Primary School, University Basic School, is celebrating its 70th anniversary this year. Actually, this is the year.
Wow. Which means we were founded in 1955.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Yes.
Before Ghana's independence.
Good.
Wow.
That is why we are matchless. I mean, we are in a group of our own.
Wow.
Yes. So the school started as a demonstration school.
Okay.
And at Achimota, eventually moved to the current location.
Meaning that it was a school that was used to help teachers learn how to teach.
Exactly.
I see. Exactly. So it was at Achimota before it moved to Legon.
Before it moved to Legon.
In 1955.
1955.
Mercy.
Yes.
Wow.
And eventually UPS, and then as you're speaking about 2013, it changed to University
Basic School. Amazing stuff.
Exactly.
So which means that our alumni are so many, and they would be all over the place. Do you have any names, and what type of? Because if 55.
Yes.
It means that there are people who have probably been dead. I mean, like old.
In their 70s, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we still have people from the 55-year group still alive?
Yes. Yes.
Are you serious?
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
We actually had Mr. Robin.
Yes,
Mr. what?
Mr. Robin Dunn.
Yeah, Robin.
So earlier this year, he was the guest speaker at the speech and prize giving day.
He went to the school in 1955.
Yes.
He was 5 years old.
And he's in the US now, but he came down for that event, and he's still in constant communication with the team.
For those who don't know UPS, you guys need to tell us what makes the school different. What makes it special?
Too many things.
Talk to me about some.
It's a privilege to be in the school that is in the university start with.
Thank you.
And the fact that most of us, or if you have our parents working,
exactly,
bonded us in a way.
Yeah.
I don't think there are many schools that have primary schools uniting the way we do.
Yeah.
And the memories that come from UPS is, priceless. Even the food we eat, the songs we sing, everything
and it was
just
a big community growing up.
Yes.
I might not know Aite's father, but I know Aite. So by extension, somebody would talk about Aite's father. I was like, oh, I don't know Aite's father, but I know Aite because probably he was in my class or he was my acquaintance at the time.
So how did you get into the school? Was it because your parents were lecturing on campus, or you lived around Legon, or your students? What was the
mostly our parents were
workers
on the
campus.
At different levels.
Different levels.
Lecturers.
Yes.
Also
staff,
junior staff. Yeah.
So you might be sitting in class with somebody whose father is a junior staff, maybe a cleaner, maybe a
so the
porter.
VC and the porter's child may be in the same class.
Oh yes.
So it was
the
quite
beauty of it.
egalitarian.
Yeah.
So there was Dadabi also Kankwe.
Oh yeah.
Remember the medical school bus? So
Yes.
we had the doctor.
So there were also people who lived on Kolebu campus who used to come in. Then there was the Legon Star Village community.
Yes.
Lower Hill, Little Legon,
Ayido.
and then there was the Achimota group.
Yes.
And then we were the Madina forces. And then there were guys who were living at Jiringa, Regan Temens. I used to live at Bawaleshi.
Yeah.
There was a newly developing area.
They're
all East Legon.
They've all
So what are we doing for the 70th? If you can walk us through some of the celebrations, what are the key things we are doing, and when are those things happening?
All right, thank you very much. So Ben, we of course Saturday is the launch. On the 22nd, we are having a grand launch of the anniversary. After that, we have a program in December, purposely for the probably for those in the diaspora. Yes.
So it's like an alumni meet and greet, get together.
Definitely.
Come for Christmas. And come and show what you have.
Come and chill and enjoy.
So that's happening within the Christmas season.
That's happening within the Christmas season. Then of course we have this concept we've tagged Teach a Class.
Teach a Class.
Yes. And that's basically a coaching and mentorship concept for the children from I think class 2 all the way to HS3.
So are you guys going to volunteer to teach a class?
Yes.
For sure.
By the way, what do you do now?
I'm in banking.
You're in banking.
Yes.
And then you are also into banking.
And
then you are an architect.
Exactly.
And what are you into? M&E. So are you guys all saying you are going to volunteer to teach on that day?
Yes. I mean, we have even had people in the diaspora call that, why not? We want to do a virtual something for the kids. So, I mean, yes.
And what's the state of the school when you went there? Is it still looking good?
Yes, it's still looking good. Of course, there are some few facilities here and there that are not quite in place. But hey, I mean, it's still the same environment. It's still the same ambience and everything.
I see. Yes. So, do they still? In our time, we had 3 streams. UPS. Do they have 3 or they have more? It's now 4 streams. So, okay. L. Okay, so the Legon has been added.
Yes.
So at your time, please come to the mic. So during your time, who was the headmaster at the school at the time?
Headmistress.
Headmistress was the name.
Yes. Mrs. Morrison, and I met Miss Kwashi.
Miss Kwashi as well.
And Mrs. Osei Bonsu.
I see.
Yes.
Within the time that you were there.
Yes, and the lawyer.
So this is you graduated in 2014.
Yes.
So you probably went to the school around 2007. 2008. Okay. Because we finished in 95. Mr. Yahweh Tuafari, Mr. Ituafari was our headmaster.
Yes. And then Mrs. Thompson.
Mrs. Thompson was also a headmistress as well. But when we left, there were others who took over.
Yes.
Mrs. Mensa Bonsu. So in your time, who was the headmaster?
Mrs. Mensa Bonsu.
Okay.
I think in GSS we had Mr.
Benin Pepra.
And then Mr. Benin Pepra, yes.
I see. Very interesting time. Of course, we had a great maths teacher called Mr. Amfo, who was fantastic with maths. We had a technical drawing teacher called Mr. Opoku.
Exactly.
We had Mr. Asan, who used to teach us at the time they call it technical skills. Is it still there?
ICT.
Is it still there?
No.
Mr. Hassan is
Mr. Hassan has retired. But he's moved on and is in a private school now.
There was also Mr. Atta, who was a terror to all evil.
Exactly.
And there was the great Mark Jordan,
aka
Waze. He was a fantastic actor and an amazing character. All these guys, of course, there are too many teachers to mention. So Aite, you're doing the launch on Saturday. In the middle of December, you're having this alumni get together. You're also doing teaching a class.
Exactly.
When is that happening?
That's from the 19th to the 30th of January.
So we are celebrating all this into next year.
Yeah, exactly.
So teach a class for a day.
No, for almost a week plus.
Hey, let's be careful. You went in the wrongs too.
The thing is, it's just some few hours of.
Please, if you know you are not good in class, don't try and do any teacher class anything. Just come and support. Charlie, you can support the team for us. A whole week.
Yes. Whole week.
To unleash these people on the unsuspecting children.
That's why we have other activities for those who can teach.
What else is happening?
So, of course, we have the alumni health walk and intersection games. I mean, that's where we'll have the various colors: red, yellow, green, blue, and all that.
Legendary games.
Legendary
Okay,
games.
so I have somebody listening from the UK. My brother is listening from
What's
the
he
UK.
saying?
He says you didn't mention Mr. Usu.
Oh my God!
The English teacher.
So we had an English teacher who is not highly sugar coated.
Highly.
Yeah, he was an amazing guy. He's great English teacher. He was a
I used
character.
to sell some
Buffalo.
Yes.
Beth. So basically, what's your message to UPS alumni, and how can they be part of what's going on?
Okay, so starting Saturday, we are expecting all UPS, UBS, wherever you are. Everybody should be at the school for the lunch.
Okay.
And please come with everybody, the children, your wife, everything. Come and then let's have a great time.
All right.
After that, of course, there are so many other events that we are actually bringing to the doorstep of all the alumni. So everybody should be expectant.
Wonderful. Yes. I'm going to play a short thing to summarize the celebrations.
70 years ago, it began with a dream that shaped minds, built friendships, and nurtured character. Do you remember Mrs. London's warmth? Mrs. Owusu-Ansah's lessons, Mr. Atta's firm guidance, Mr. Oyetunje's discipline, and Mark Jordan Amate's unforgettable charisma, Tete Mami's Yokegari, and Auntie Joanna's juice and snacks. Those memories live in the hearts of thousands who once called University Primary School home. Now proudly known as University Basic School, we invite you to join us on Saturday, 22nd November 2025 at 9 a.m. at the forecourt of the University Basic School as we officially launch UPS UBS at 70, Nurturing Minds, Shaping Ghana's Future. The guest of honor is the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo, with special appearances from distinguished alumni and beloved teachers. It's not just a celebration, it's a reunion of generations where memories meet legacy. UPS UBS at 70, Nurturing Minds, Shaping Ghana's Future.
So that was it. There's more coming up on this Saturday, the 22nd, University Basic School, University Primary, and JHS 70th anniversary. It's happening at the forecourt of the school. All alumni are invited. Good morning to you, Doji Gboji and the Gboji sisters. You were there as well. I'm sure lots of people want to be shouted at this morning.
Yes, lots of shout-outs.
But for want of time, we can't do that now. I promise you, before the celebration, I'll mention more names. But looking out for a best of flavor in every sip, enjoy the classic taste of Piva. We have the cola, the orange, the cocktail, the grapefruit, the tangy, available at a local store near you. Call 0550-032231. Piva Beverages, a taste you will certainly love. More Cerelac for your city, more goodness for baby. What are we talking about? The new 300-gram Cerelac with wheat pouch is the same great Cerelac you love, now in a convenient 300-gram pouch for easy refilling of your Cerelac tin. Get the new 300-gram wheat pouch today to refill, save, and smile. More goodness, less cost. Count on us. This advert is FDA approved. Get Diamond Cement 32.5 hour grade. A good deal for everybody's pocket. Anytime you wish to buy Diamond Cement, deal with the company directly. We also have the 42.5 hour grade cement, the highest quality on the Ghanaian market, available in Aflao, Takrady, and Buipe at the factories. Call 0244313368. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond. Don't forget the Africa Prosperity Dialogues happen on the 4th to the 6th of February 2026, a 3-day prosperity dialogue accompanied by the Project Afrique exhibition, an event that will culminate with the Africa Prosperity Champions Awards and Gala Dinner at Kempinski. For more information, WhatsApp 036098325. And register a company or business organization for data compliance. The Data Protection Commission is informing you that you can register and be certified by the Data Protection Commission of Ghana. It is the law. You will receive the necessary training, advice, and be guided on how to protect the information of the people you deal with. Let me give the last word to the team. Aite, thank you so much for being here. The big event is on Saturday.
Yes.
And of course, there are many more events to come.
Definitely.
Wonderful stuff. Thank you so much. We've been talking to Emily Owusu-Ba, my senior from University Primary School, Julian Edinkra, who finished a few years after myself. Aite Ayi, my classmate, sitting right in front of me. We went to the same secondary school too.
Yeah.
So Aite is my brother for a long time. Na Bokobote. Your name is nice, like Boko Boko. Akosia Yeboa Ajimandria and Senam Amakwashi. Shout outs to all the year groups, particularly 95-year group. And of course, you are the president of our year group as well.
Yes.
Everywhere in the chalk post. All right, so it's time for Citi News at 10. Guys, thank you very much for being on the program. See you soon.
Thank you very much.
And that's all we have time for the Thursday edition of your favorite Citi Breakfast Show. My name is Bernard Avlet. Thank you for listening. Citi News at 10 with Samuel Akom. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. Coming up, Ghana Armed Forces resumes